Archbishop of the 11th Episcopal District, and Bishop Samuel L. Green, Sr., presiding bishop of the 7th Episcopal District. Accompanying them are Dr. Ernest McNeely, President and CEO of Allen University, and Dr. A. Zachary Faison, Jr., President and CEO of Edward Waters College. Please give them a big round of applause.
It's a picture-perfect afternoon here on Jacksonville's north side as we come to you live from First Coast High School here on the north side of Jacksonville for the 2019 Edward Waters College homecoming festivities, as well as the inaugural AME Football Classic right here on the Black College Sports Network, as well as on 1010XL 92.5 FM. So glad that you're along with us for another broadcast of Tigers football, courtesy of the EWC Sports Network. My name is Joshua Jackson, alongside my broadcast partner, Brian Fulford. Brian, after nearly just over a month of being on the road, Edward Waters College football is back and looking to try to get back in the win columns today.
Josh, it's a pleasure to be here, and it is good to be home. I know that is the feeling for the Tigers, the Tiger faithful, Tiger Nation, the players, the band, everybody included. And we have a great crowd, a great atmosphere here looking across. You know, down below us, Josh, we got a lot of folks in purple and orange, and across a lot of fans in blue and gold. This is going to be an exciting contest. Looking forward to this.
Edward Waters comes in 0-5 on the 2019 season, while Allen comes in 1-3. And Allen won their first contest, a bit of an upset victory over Clark Atlanta at the beginning of the year. But since then, they've kind of gone a bit of a slide, 0-3 since then. Edward Waters still trying to find their first victory on the season. Looking at the two teams statistically, they're mirror images of each other. So we should have a good football game here this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. I think both teams will spend a little bit of time trying to feel themselves out. Both teams coming off some losses, and somebody needs a win, and that's the biggest thing here. Somebody will win, to put it short. And I think we're going to see a competitive ball game for 4 quarters. Edward
Waters won the toss, elected to receive to begin at the 2019 homecoming festivities and the inaugural AME Football Classic. As you see, the Yellow Jackets of Allen University in their second season since the rebirth of their program up in Columbia, South Carolina. Under the head coach Teddy Keaton, of course, head coach Greg Ruffin at his second season at the helm of this Edward Waters College football program. Yaroslav Sterling has it teed up at the 35-yard line. Back deep for the Tigers of EWC will be Kennard Boogie Mahone, the redshirt senior from Jacksonville, and Jaleel Jackson, the freshman from Jacksonville as well. Sterling checks to make sure both sides are onside. Approaches the ball. Here's the kick. We're underway here from Jacksonville. Angling towards Jackson. He'll take it from the 10-yard line. Up to the 15, up to the 20-yard line. Coming up to the near side. He is hit and spun down right around the 24-yard line as Davario Brown makes a great open field tackle. The sophomore defensive back from Greenville, South Carolina with the stop. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from around their own 24-yard line. It will be Braden Miner getting the start for Edward Waters College, the third quarterback that the Tigers have had this season, the true freshman from Nampa, Idaho. So far this season, he is 37 of 73 passing for 376 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 4 interceptions. Had a rough game last week up in Ohio with 4 interceptions against the Marauders of Central State University in a close 28-21 loss to the Marauders. Tigers have it 1st and 10 from their own 24-yard line, going from left to right as we see it and as you hear it on 1010XL. Here's the snap. Inside handoff to Eric Stowers coming over here to the near side right. Stowers gets a couple before he's run into by a couple of Yellow Jackets led by Joseph Moultrie, the 5'9", 225-pound linebacker, junior out of St. Stephen's, South Carolina. We'll go ahead and set the EWC offense here in just a few moments. A gain of about 3 yards on the play for the true freshman from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and Eric Stowers. Gain of 3 on the play up to the 27-yard line. Miner will work from the gun. Stowers, the backside car to his left. Single receivers to either side of the formation. Tight ends to either side as well. Inside fakes the handoff. Miner back to pass. Miner's going to be hit. Miner's going to go down. Braden Miner hit and sacked. It's on that play coming up and making the stop for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. Appears to be Kerry Thompson Jr., the 6'5", 220-pound defensive end from Helena, Alabama, a transfer from Mississippi State.
Sorry about that. Josh, that's one of the things that we talked about in whether the offensive line, which that last week did a pretty good job, and already, second play into the ball game, giving up a sack. So
a loss of about 4 or 5 yards on that play makes it now 3rd down and about 11 for Edward Waters. Ball backed up to the 23-yard line. Tigers struggling on 3rd downs this season. 21 of 66 on 3rd down opportunities so far this season. Minor works from the gun. 4 wide this time are the Tigers. He'll take the snap. Back to pass is Minor. Minor looking. Minor flush. Minor will tuck. Minor will run. Minor 25. Minor up to the 30. Minor 35. Minor still on his feet. Goes down at around the 37, 38, 39-yard line. Braden Minor with the first down for EWC.
That's a good run, and I tell you what, give some credit. Those receivers downfield did a good job of not, holding on to those blocks longer or picking up any kind of holding.
Ball sent down the 39-yard line.
Allen dropped back. They only had 4 rushes, so they really dropped back on that, and I was a little bit surprised that they didn't get anybody in there a little bit sooner.
1st and 10 for the Tigers. Ball spotted now at their own 34-yard line. Just underway here in Jacksonville. 12:49 remaining. First quarter, no score. This is the opening possession of the contest for Edward Waters. 4 wide do the Tigers go. They'll bring a receiver in motion. Takes the snap. Minor back to pass. Looking, still looking. Now he's flush. Rolling over to the right. Flags are thrown. Throws got a man. That is Malik Stevens. Stevens gets pushed out of bounds at around the 44-yard line. But we'll wait and check everything. Looks like it's going to be a flag against EWC for a potential hold.
Yeah, that looks like that's going to be on 72, Malik Mosley, as he got wrapped up there with an Allen defender.
So we'll wait to get the call from this SIAC officiating crew. And it is indeed a hold against Edward Waters.
Holding against Edward Waters College.
Tigers averaging about 7 penalties per contest this season for 57 yards. Allen, conversely, is averaging 8 penalties per contest for 75 yards.
5-yard penalty takes the ball back to the
10-yard penalty. Ball backed up to the 29-yard line. It'll actually be 1st and 20 for Edward Waters at the 29.
Correction, 1st and 20.
The lineup in the pistol this time with Malik Stevens right behind Minor. 3 receiver set, 2 left, single to the near side right. Now put a receiver in motion, will take the snap. Hands off. This is Stevens coming over to the right side. They find nothing. Maybe a gain of a yard on the play before Richard Hayes sticks his head in there. Makes the stop, the sophomore from Atlanta, making the stop for the Yellow Jackets. A gain of a yard on the play. And you see right now Edward Waters, Brian, trying to pick up exactly where they left off last week, trying to establish that ground game that had great success last week in Ohio.
Yeah, definitely, and that would be, Allen's only rushing forward. They look like they're in a nickel coverage. So if you can get some explosion from that offensive line, be a good time to get the running game going.
2nd and long at the 30-yard line, 2nd and 19 to be exact. They go from the gun this time to the Tigers. Minor stops. They'll change the protection. 5 on the play clock now. 4 and 3, 2, 1 second, and we have a delay of game against EWC.
I think they may have got the timeout just before.
Timeout. Edward Waters College.
Timeout taken by the Tigers. We'll actually keep it here. Brian, again, we talked about it a couple of days ago in our interview we had earlier this week. How great is this for 2 historically black colleges that not a lot of people know about, but to just about be able to pack the stadium here for homecoming for EWC. And it's just a great afternoon for college football here.
Most definitely. I mean, you've got a beautiful day, partly cloudy, the sun's out. But like you said, I mean, we have 2 teams that first met back in 1945, watching their first contest. And so I know both programs have had their moments when they've had their program, they haven't had their program. So we're hoping that this kind of success that you see in the crowds that are out is an indication that these 2 programs can build something that sustains for the next 20, 30, 40, 50 plus years. And so it's a beautiful thing to see, especially the first matchup in a long time for these 2 schools.
This contest designated the AME Football Classic. Both teams members, or both schools, I should say, are members of the African Methodist Episcopal Church. So a lot of AMEs are here in the house this afternoon here at First Coast. 2nd and long for the Tigers as we're back to action. Minor takes the snap. Back to pass, stepping up in the pocket. Minor will be hit. Minor will break away. Flags are thrown. Throws. This one's incomplete. He was looking for David Beeks. Another flag is thrown. So there are 2 flags on this play.
Wow, I think you're going to get holding, and you probably have holding on both the left side and the right side, and then you're probably going to get the late hit on the quarterback there. But that was probably more so a coverage. We can't call it a sack, but give some credit to Allen for, especially in their linebackers and their DBs, for doing a great job of giving up nothing over the top.
Offensively for Edward Waters today, it will be Braden Miner getting the start at quarterback. The running back is going to be Eric Stowers. Wide receivers Tiberius Horn, David Beeks, Dale George Jr., and Kevion Jones. The offensive line from left to right, Nick Parks, Tyquan Cooper, Adam Nylander Granville, and Malik Mosley and Donovan Lewis. So 2 penalties on the play. Penalties offset. Penalties on both teams. We'll replay second down. We'll set the Allen defense here in just a few moments. 11-10 for the quarter. No score. Opening drive of the contest to EWC. Tigers will come out in an empty backfield. Yellow Jackets will be rushing 4. Here on the second and long. Miner will take the snap. Back to pass. Miner flush from the pocket, rolling over to the left side now. Has got room. Miner to the 40-yard line. Gives himself up there. A nice scramble there by Braden Miner. Gets a gain of 9 to make it third down and hopefully a manageable 10 for EWC. Defensively for the Yellow Jackets, Richard Hayes, Javon Johnson, DeJuan Cease, and Jeremiah Bozeman as the defensive line. Linebackers, Trayshawn Palmer, Joseph Moultrie, Shalik Albert, and Corey King. The defensive backs are Rashad Brown, Nick Jones, and Marvin Maddox. 3rd and 10 for Edward Waters when we're set to go back to action with the ball placed at the 39-yard line of EWC. Tigers in all purple this afternoon. For our fans listening on 1010XL. Miner works from the gun, a 4-receiver set. Take the snap. Screen, far side, catches, made, it's got some room. 45, midfield, 45. Goes out of bounds, got a first down. It's on the reception for EWC, I believe. That's actually going to be Kevion Jones with the reception. First down for EWC.
Give some credit to those wide receivers. Those blocks open up that yardage there. Great blocking downfield by the wide receivers.
So 1st and 10 for the Tigers. Will take the snap. Back to pass, a free play for EWC. Miner takes a shot. Throwing near side, batted up in the air. This one's going to be intercepted, but the interception is going to be all for naught. Is more than likely an offside here against the Yellow Jackets. We'll wipe off that interception. Miner's arm hit as he tried to throw that ball forward. Went into the arms of a Yellow Jacket, but an offside penalty against Allen. We'll wipe off the interception, give them 5, give the Tigers 5 yards. It'll be 1st and 5 from the 40.
Well,
at the Allen 40-yard line.
If you're going to have an interception, that's a great time on a free play. So, but like you said, that was a deflection there, so no harm, no foul, actually.
9:42 remaining, first quarter, no score. Miner in the gun, they go empty backfield once again. Miner stops now, looks at head coach Greg Ruffin and the offensive brain trust over here on the near side. 2 seconds, 1 second, and he'll take the snap. Miner back to pass. Miner throwing, got a man. It's Kevion Jones. Jones with the reception, looking for a block, trying to get outside. Might have gotten a gain of about 3 yards on the plays. He got up to the 37-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the place makes it now 2nd down and 2 from the Yellow Jacket 37-yard line.
Wide receiver Isaiah Johnson there, number 81, did a great job of blocking. He probably opened up an extra 3 to 4 yards on the end of that run just with his blocking downfield.
Empty backfield again for Miner here on the 2nd down and 2 play. 15 on the play clock, 8:47 on the game clock. Miner will take the snap. Looking, pumps, now will tuck. Miner will run. Miner will have the first down. He's tackled across the 35, got up to the 33-yard line. That'll move the chains for another EWC first down.
Terry Thompson there, number 36 for Allen. First off, he did a good job of just staying home and not falling for the pump fake, and then he ends up making a tackle down the about 5 yards downfield.
8:24 remaining first quarter. Miner in the gun on this first down and 10 from the Allen 32-yard line. It's a Good-looking drive for EWC, kind of reminiscent of what we saw last week, but the Tigers drove it all the way down to the 3-yard line, only to have it intercepted and taken back to the house by Central State. See if they get over this today. Screen near side to Kevion Jones, dropped the football. Pass will be ruled incomplete.
Pass to Jones from Minor, incomplete.
You know, Josh, this is a great confidence-building drive.
Second down,
Because
10 to go
even
for
though it's
first
slow
down
and
for
steady,
Red
it's
Waters.
chewing up some time on the clock. You know, it may not be really sexy for the fans who are here just looking for something to get excited, but, you know, slow and steady wins the race.
Second down and 10 now for Edward Waters from the Allen University 32-yard line. Again, just underway here in the AME Football Classic. Edward Waters and Allen University getting it on here this afternoon. Pistol formation this time. Deshaun Hugie in the backfield. Take the snap, turn and hand to Hugie. Actually, keeper for Minor. Minor hit and sacked.
Minor with a fake, kept the
Was
ball,
Hayes
but is tackled on
in
a
the
sack
backfield on that one.
by Richard Hayes of Allen University.
Richard Hayes, the linebacker, coming in. Should have given that football to Hugie. He had a nice little hole. Surprisingly, he didn't give that ball because Hugie had 183 yards last week on 25 carries, setting a new modern-era freshman record for EWC in last week's contest against Central State.
Yeah, definitely. That was one he should have given up. But you know, the young fella, young freshman, he'll learn.
Ball backed up to now the 37-yard line. Make it 3rd down and 15 now for Edward Waters. They converted their last 3rd down attempt. To see what they've got here. They go 4 wide this time with Hugie the backside, guard to the right. Puts a receiver in motion, and there's movement, takes the snap. Back to pass is Minor. Minor looking. Minor will throw the football away. That play looked broken from the get-go, as the Allen defense gets there, makes the stop, and the drive will be stalled at the 37-yard line. Let's see what head coach Greg Ruffin decides to do here.
The offense looked like they thought it might have been a free play because, you know, I don't know. There just seemed to be a little delay in the offensive line getting off the ball.
Down and 12 for a first down.
But the officials didn't throw the flag, so.
Was there a timeout taken, or don't see a timeout officially signaled? It looks like a timeout has been taken. A timeout taken by Edward Waters. That'll be their first timeout of the half. Timeout on the field. We'll go ahead and do the same. 7:09 remaining first quarter here from Jacksonville. It is Allen 0 and Edward Waters 0. You're watching Tiger Football on the Black College Sports Network and listening to Tiger Football on XL 92.5 FM.
Sam's Club and UF.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 20...
Yeah, okay.
Georgia and South Carolina are tied right now.
Fourth and long for EWC. New quarterback in the game. Rashard Branch in the game at quarterback for EWC. He'll take the shotgun snap. Back to pass is Branch. Branch looking, throwing, near side. Got a man. Catch is made. He'll have the first down as David Beeks makes the reception inside the 20-yard line out to the 18-yard line. The senior from Jacksonville moves the chains for a Tiger first down.
Branch to Beeks, first down, Edward Waters College.
Tigers in the Wingstop red zone. Wingstop where flavor gets its wings. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the 18-yard line of Allen University. Rashard Branch in the game at quarterback for Edward Waters, the sophomore from Plantation. He'll take the snap. Branch looking, throwing over the middle, nearly picked off. Ball went in, well, a little bit outside as Kevion Jones went inside, and that pass nearly intercepted by a Yellow Jacket. It'll bring up second down.
Complete. Branch to Jones.
It'll be 2nd and 10 for EWC at the 18-yard line
10 yards to go for first
of the
down
Yellow
for
Jackets.
EWC.
Branch in the gun, 4 wide this time. We'll take the snap. Delay draw, hand up to Sean Hugie. Hugie makes a man miss at the 15. At the 10-yard line, runs over a man inside the 10. He'll go down at the 8-yard line. A gain of 10 and a first down for EWC.
Nice run, beautiful run there. Way to take on a couple of Allen defenders there.
About the 8-yard line.
Yeah, it is a first down. So here we go, first and goal opportunity. Great drive continuing here Tigers.
First and goal for Edward Waters. Ball spotted at the 8-yard line. Out comes Isaiah Johnson. In comes Matthew Wilkerson. He'll be lined up as one of the tight end spots over here to the near side right. Shotgun formation for Branch. Hugie the backside guard to the right. 5 on the play clock now. 4 and 3, 2, 1. Branch will take the snap. And we have movement that can get it off in time. Delay of game against EWC. Delay of game against Edward Waters will cost them 5 yards, excuse me. Puts it back outside the 5-yard line, or back outside the 10, I should say. And it will move it to the 8-yard line. 5:56 remaining first quarter. A long drive here for EWC. A long time-consuming drive here for the Tigers. First and goal for the purple and orange. They'll spot the football at the 13-yard line. Branch in the gun. Hugie the backside guard right will take the snap. Branch back to pass. Branch looking, throwing near side. Catch made. Deshaun Hugie. Hugie inside at the 10. Looks to make a move. He'll get to the 5-yard line. Deshaun Hugie making something out of nothing. Gets a gain of maybe 5 or 6 on the play to make it second and goal from the 6.
Kerry Thompson Jr. first there on the tackle there for Allen University. Joseph Moultrie also there.
Shotgun formation on the second and goal from the 6. Branch in the gun will take the snap. Back to pass. Branch looking, throwing. Pass is complete and dropped the football. Matthew Wilkerson nearly taking that one in for EWC. The big 6'6", 260-pound defensive end and tight end for EWC. Falls incomplete. Brings up now third and goal for the Tigers.
And he was hit right there by an Allen defender who actually needed to come off the field. I couldn't quite catch the number there, but he was right there as soon as that ball hit his hands.
5:23 remaining first quarter. No score. Tigers have it third and goal from the Allen 6-yard line. Branch in the gun. He'll take the snap. Branch back to pass. Branch looking. Branch throwing near side. Got a man. Deshaun Hugie into the end zone. Touchdown, Edward Waters. There is the first touchdown of the season, or I should say on an opening drive for Edward Waters.
First opening drive touchdown. It looked like a bit of a blown coverage there on Allen, but just great patience shown on that drive. I don't know what the official number of plays in that drive, but it had to be at least 12 plus.
Angel Sevier coming on for the extra point here for EWC. This is the first time the Tigers have led all season long. Snap, spot, kick up on the way. It is perfect. 5:18 remaining first quarter from First Coast. Edward Waters 7, Allen University 0. Let's take time out here on the Black Island Sports Network.
Edward Waters College 7, Allen University nothing.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform.
Tigers get into the end zone first here. They have their first lead of 2019, a 7-0 advantage over the Yellow Jackets of Allen University, scoring on the Tigers' opening drive of this contest. Sevier has it teed up at the 35-yard line. Approach the ball. Here is the kick. High end over end. It's going to be short, be taken at the 5 or 6 yard line. Looking for a hole across the 10, across the 15, going over to the far side to the 20-yard line. Tigers have that one hemmed in. They'll push him out of bounds at around the 24-yard line as Trevino Jones on the return there for the Yellow Jackets. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes onto the field for the first time today. We'll our first look at Noah Schumann, a 6', 217-pound junior from Murray, Utah, at the controls of this Allen University offense. Jackets will work from the pistol here. Trips bunch near side to the right, single far side to the left. He'll take the snap. Handoff to be a keeper for Schumann coming over here to the near side. Schumann will tuck. Schumann will be hit, and Schumann will be cut down at around the 26-yard line. A host of Tigers in there making the stop, led there by James Gary for EWC.
Quarterback keeper.
Or check that Jaron Wilson in on the stop, the former Reigns Viking, and on the stop for Edward Waters.
Wilson on the stop.
Gain of 2 on the play, 2nd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 27-yard line. Empty backfield for Schumann. They'll go 5 wide, trips near side to the left, twins to the far side right. Schumann will take the snap. Back to pass. They set up the screen. Pass is complete. Tigers have that one. Hemden brought down a big stop there. Big stop made there by big Zuriel Davis.
Pass to Ashton Duncan.
Zuriel Davis, the redshirt sophomore defensive lineman
Zuriel Davis of EWC.
from Jacksonville and Andrew Jackson High School. Loss of a yard on the play.
Third down.
It'll be 3rd down and 9 for the Yellow Jackets after the 1-yard loss. Shotgun formation. They go 4 wide. Twins stacked to either side of the formation. One backside guard to the right of Schumann. Tigers rushing 3. Will take the snap. Back to pass. Looking, flushed. Schumann will keep. Schumann throws incomplete. Great quarterback pressure there for EWC by Matthew Wilkerson as well as Jaron Wilson. For Edward Waters, it'll be a quick 3 and out there for the Yellow Jackets.
Great defensive stand there by the Tigers. I thought he might have almost crossed the line of scrimmage there, but regardless, a great opening start for both the offense and the defense now.
Yaroslav Sherling coming on to punt here for the Yellow Jackets. The junior from McDonough, Georgia. And Kennard Boogie Mahone back to field this one for EWC. Boogie stands at his own 25-yard line. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. Nice punt there from Sherling. Boogie will watch it bounce at the 40, and it will be downed at the 36-yard line by Ladarius McKee, and that is where the Tigers will go 1st and 10. 3:34 left to go here, first quarter from the Shipyard here at First Coast High School. It's Edward Waters 7 and Allen University 0. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you. We'll go ahead and keep it here as the Tigers will get set to come back on the field for their 2nd drive of this contest. A great 3 and out there for the EWC defense. See if the EWC offense can go with back-to-back scoring drives here. They'll stick with Rashard Branch at quarterback for Edward Waters. He'll line up in the pistol. Deshaun Hugie right behind him. 3 receivers here on this 1st down and 10 from their own 36-yard line. Hugie will take the snap. Screen near side catch made Kevion Jones. Jones looks to make a man miss, and he does. Jones to the 40. He is hit and cut down from behind at the 41-yard line. Great job of making a man miss by the junior from Winter Garden, Florida. Getting forward and gets a gain of about 4 yards on that play.
That was number 48 for Allen that he made miss. Kind of put him on skates a little bit out there. That's a tough spot for a linebacker to be.
2nd and 6 for the Tigers from the 40. Snap, handoff, Hugie with a bit of a holst. Bristol on his feet at the 50, at the 45 to the 40, 35 to the 30, 25, back inside to the 20, to the 15, on his feet, 10, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, touchdown EWC.
What a run, what a cutback by Hugie. Unbelievable, what a run. From just the offensive line to get through that offensive line and then made a great move. I mean, that was an outstanding run.
A 60-yard touchdown for Deshaun Hugie. And the Tigers go up 2 scores.
You know, Josh, at one point you thought he was stopped at the offensive line, point of contact initially. Then he breaks out of that. And then he thought he might have been stopped a little further down the field.
Snap, spot, kick up on the way. Angel Sevier splits the sticks. It's good. 2:51 remaining first quarter from Jacksonville. Edward Waters 14, Allen 0. Let's take time out here on the Black College Sports Network.
Each year, and in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire, and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
A 60-yard rushing touchdown for Deshaun Hugie. He continues his tremendous freshman campaign, and the Tigers go up 2 scores. It's now 14-0. Angel Sevier on the kick. High, end over end. It's deep. It's going to go into the end zone. Fumbling the football. He's going to bring it out to the 5, to the 10-yard line, to the 15, out to the 20-yard line. And that is where the Yellow Jackets will go 1st and 10 out around to the 21-yard line. I tell you, this EWC offense has been putting it in gear this afternoon. Back-to-back scoring drives on their first 2 drives of the contest.
Hey, that's a positive start for the Tigers in this contest. And here's the defense. The defense has been rested. I mean, what? They played 3 plays this entire contest in about first 11 minutes of this game.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the 20-yard line. They'll line up in the gun. 10 seconds on the play clock. 9 and 8, 7 and 6. Schumann in the gun. They go 4 wide. Takes the snap. Turn and hand to the back. Coming to the near side. He is hit and swallowed up by a few Tigers. Hit and swallowed up in the backfield by a host of purple led by Willis Glover, the big 6 foot, 303-pound nose tackle from Flagler Palm Coast.
An outstanding job up front by the nose guard and the tackle.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the 20. Shotgun formation. They go 4 wide this time. 1 backside car to the right. Tigers rushing 3 here. Brings the linebacker in the box. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Throwing far side. Catches a big hit by Boogie Mahone. But it's a gain of 14 and a first down. There is a flag in the backfield.
Schumann to Tyler Smith for a first down.
Tyler Smith with the reception will hold everything. There is a flag.
I didn't get a chance to see whether there was any kind of late hit there on the quarterback, but usually you either got that or you may have some sort of offensive holding. It looks like I see Coach Ruffin down on the field.
Hands to the face against Allen.
Yeah.
Hands to the
Saw
face
Coach
penalty
pointing him,
against
send him back,
Allen.
so had a feeling it had to be against Allen
Pass
there.
play.
Hands to the face
Ball
against the
back
Yellow
to the
Jackets
10-yard
will
line
be
of
a
Allen University.
10-yard or 15-yard penalty on the personal foul. Backs it all the way up to their own 10-yard line. We approach now we're under 2 minutes remaining here in this first quarter, and Edward Waters leading 14-0.
First positive play of the game for Allen yields the first big mistake as well.
Shotgun formation, 1 backside, car left. They go 3 wide. Tight end wing to the right. He'll take a low snap, hands off to the back, going over the right side, still on his feet, but cannot avoid another Tiger. I believe that's TJ Gunter on the stop for EWC. Cunningham on the carry. TJ Gunter on the stop. He had a great game last week up in Ohio with 14 tackles, a career high for the true freshman.
Schumann for Allen did a great job of just scooping that ball off the ground and getting that ball into the hands of his back.
Here's 3rd and long for the Yellow Jackets at the 12-yard line. Schumann works from the gun. They go 4 wide, twin receivers to either side of the formation. 1 backside guard to the right. 1 minute remaining here in this first quarter. A 14-0 lead for EWC. Schumann will take a high snap. Back to pass. Looking, throwing over the middle. Diving catch made. Out across the first down marker at the 32-yard line. Daquan Brown with the reception and a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Wow, that was an amazing catch there by Brown, having to extend to get that one.
Yellow Jacket drive stays alive. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. In the gun is Schumann. They go 3 wide, 1 backside, car right. Takes the snap, handoff to the back. He runs into a wall of purple after a gain of a couple. I believe it's Corinthian Cunningham again on the carry for the Yellow Jackets.
Cunningham on the run for Allen University.
I'm not sure how much success Allen is going to have running the ball up the middle against this Tiger defense. I know you have to do it because you want to kind of keep them honest, but So far, we haven't seen too much success there. I think that's going to bring us to the end of the quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter here from Jacksonville. Through one at the AME Football Classic. Edward Waters 14, Allen University 0. Let's take time out here on the Black College Sports Network.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire, and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
Back to start the second quarter. Tigers on top 14-0. A second down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 38-yard line. Schumann will work from the gun. A three-receiver set will take the snap, back to pass. Schumann throwing over the middle pass. It's tipped, and it's picked off. Boogie Mahone has got it at the 45, coming over to the near side. He'll be hit and cut down inside the 45 at the 44-yard line, and a flag thrown late.
That's going to be probably a little extra blocking, a little extracurricular activity by some of those defensive ends. So it's just going to be a loss of yardage, I imagine.
Boogie Mahone with the interception off of the tip pass. The Tigers will have the football. We'll check the damage after the flag. After the interception, a personal foul against Allen.
Wow.
So a personal foul against the Yellow Jackets, and Boogie Mahone is holding up the Playmaker Championship belt. So the Hurricanes have the turnover chain. EWC has the turnover Playmaker belt, and Boogie Mahone holds that one up. Show to the crowd here at First Coast High School. 1st and 10 for the Tigers after the penalty. Ball spotted at the 29-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Branch in the gun. Three-receiver set. Tight end wing right. Takes the snap. Hand off to Hughes. A keeper for Branch. Up the gut with room. Branch inside the 20, and he will have a first down at the 19-yard line.
Joseph Moultrie right there holding on for dear life, trying to keep him from getting to the end zone.
Joseph Moultrie. First down, Tigers.
1st and 10 for the purple and orange, back inside the Wingstop red zone at the 19-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. In the gun is Branch. Hughie the backside guard to the right. He'll take the snap. He'll hand off to Hughie. Hughie with a bit of a hole. Hughie spins, tries to spin off a tackle, goes inside the 15. He'll go down at the 13.
Hughie with the run.
Deshaun Hughie, prior to that run in that first half, 2 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown in the early goings of this contest, continuing his tremendous play from last week.
Corey King made that tackle for Allen, kind of made that. He was already on the ground when he kind of spun into him.
Branch in the gun on the 2nd and 4. Takes the snap. Keeper for Branch. Branch is going to be hit and cut down in the backfield. A loss of a yard on the play. Bit of miscommunication there from the quarterback to the running back.
Deshaun Cece for Allen, number 53, happened to come from the backside.
On the tackle for Allen University.
Loss of a yard on the play. 3rd and 5. Ball backed up to the 14-yard line. 13:30 remaining here, first half. Tigers on top 14-0. And looking for more here. Branch in the gun. Hughie the backside guard to the right. They'll go 4 wide this time. Twins right, twins left. Takes the snap. Looking, throwing, far side catch made. That's Hughie. Hughie back inside, spun down a yard short of the first down, out to the 10.5-yard line.
Ball right at about the 10.5-yard line.
We'll see what head coach Greg Ruffin decides to do here.
Rick Albert on the tackle for Allen.
It's a nice bit of patience there by Branch on that throw.
Fourth down, a little over a yard to go for
Decided
first down
to
for
let
the
that play
Tigers.
develop.
Fourth down and a long one for the Tigers. At around the 10.5-yard line.
Oh, you got to run this. You're having so much success running the ball. Punch that right up in there and get that first down.
10 seconds on the play clock. Tigers will get set. They go with the full house backfield. Will take the snap, turn, and hand. That's Hugie. He's going to be hit and brought down short. It'll be a turnover on downs for the Yellow Jackets.
Kerry Thompson was the first one there. He got through the offensive line there and was first to make that hit and the tackle.
Kerry Thompson Jr. for Allen.
But I'm okay with that, Josh. I'm okay with going for it right there. You've been controlling the ball game. So, go ahead and take that chance.
Tigers can't capitalize on the interception from Boogie Mahone. Tiger defense back on the field. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at around the 11-yard line. 12:22 remaining first half. Tigers on top 14-0. Schumann will work from the gun. One backside guard to his left. First and 10 from the 11. Takes the snap. Back to pass screen. Near side. It's incomplete, or is that a fumble on the play? It's a backward lateral. The Tigers can't corral it, or did they?
I don't know. That was so close, Josh, and we got a little fight, a little skirmish going on back there.
And a few flags thrown in the backfield. We'll have to sort this one out.
I don't think the Tigers recovered that ball before he went out of bounds. Let's see what the officials say.
Did he establish possession before the ball went out of bounds? Still waiting to get this call.
Flags after that play.
And now, unless there were some punches thrown in that little skirmish, I don't think there was enough there to warrant anybody getting ejected. And we hope that no one did or does get ejected. Might just be a couple of unsportsmanlikes that they flag on both guys as a warning. But again, out in a scrum like that, it's going to be up to those officials to see and make that call.
Okay, here's the call. An unsportsmanlike conduct against Edward Waters and an unsportsmanlike conduct against Allen. Penalties will offset. It'll be second down, so they said that the ball was not recovered inbounds. I guess they'll rule it an incomplete pass.
Incomplete pass on that
Or
play.
check that, it was a backward lateral.
Themselves.
And the yardage lost on that backwards lateral goes all the way back to the Allen University 6.5-yard line. Be second and long from there.
Down to 6-yard line. Second down.
12:10 remaining here until halftime. Edward Waters on top 14-0. Schumann in the gun, one backside guard right. They go 4 wide this time. Schumann surveys the Tiger defense with 3 down linemen, 4 linebackers. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Flush from the pocket. Rolling over here to the near side. Now we'll look. We'll throw. Incomplete. Great quarterback pressure there by Matthew Wilkerson.
And you know what's interesting? As Allen as the quarterback is scrambling, the receivers are sort of just sitting in their spot, and it's like, hey, somebody go downfield and open up some room there for your quarterback. Definitely was some room 20, 25 yards down the field. But nobody took advantage of it.
Here's a third down at about 15 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 6.
Third down. Close to 15 for a first down for Allen at their own 6.
Shotgun formation for Schumann. One backside guard to his right. They go 4 wide this time. 5 on the play clock now. 4 and 3, 2, 1. Schumann will take a high snap. Back to pass. Schumann looking, throwing over the middle. Pass is complete. Looking to make a move. He'll be tackled short of the first down. Got out to the 19-yard line. Did the Yellow Jackets on that play. Ashton Duncan with the reception. It'll be 4th down and about 3, and we'll see what the Yellow Jackets decide to do here. Head coach Teddy Keaton and the Yellow Jackets have a decision here.
Hey, he's rolling the dice. It looks like he's going to go for it, Josh. A bit surprising, I would imagine. Well, first looks like, no, that's a play clock. Looks like they want to reset the play clock there.
They are resetting the game clock. And And it looks like breaking news from college football. Number 3 Georgia has been upset by South Carolina. A 20-17 victory for the Gamecocks in double overtime.
Wow.
So number 3 goes down today in the world of big college football. 4th and about 3 for the Yellow Jackets. Schumann in the gun. 4 receiver set. 6 seconds, now 5 seconds. 4, great discipline by the EWC defense to not jump offside.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed.
Tremendous discipline there by the Tigers to not jump offside, and the Yellow Jackets will punt the football away. As we have a stop and play and a timeout taken by Allen, that's their first of the half. We'll actually go ahead and keep it here. 10:56 remaining here, first half. Edward Waters leading 14-0. And it's been a great day for EWC on those first 2 drives, getting into the end zone for a touchdown, getting a touchdown on their opening possession for the first time this season. They double that up with another touchdown on their second drive.
Yeah, it's been an amazing, a great start. You could have asked for a better start for a homecoming contest and this AME football classic.
Yaroslav Sterling, on to punt as we have a stop and play. They're resetting the game clock to 11:01. It looks like they're going to reset the game clock to 11:01. So 11 minutes and 1 second. As we're trying to figure out what the referee is saying. Kind of hard without a ref mic. But eventually we'll get there here at EWC. Yaroslav Sterling on the punt. Boogie Mahone back to field this one for the Tigers. Here is the snap. Here's Sterling's punt. High hanging punt. Nice punt there by Sterling. Boogie dropped it, and he'll take it from around inside the 30. Looking to make a move, coming over to the near side to the 25, out to the 30, to the 35, got room to the far side, trying to turn the corner to the 35, gets out to the 40-yard line and gets up to the 41. Boogie making something out of nothing on that play. I tell you, Boogie does have a flair for the dramatic. And the Tigers will take over 1st and 10 from their own 41-yard line.
He ran a lot. He ran a lot for that one. So some nice moves, just to actually pick up some positive yardage, or at least he didn't lose too much.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters from their own 41-yard line. 10:42 remaining first quarter here from Jacksonville. Tigers on top 14-0. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you. The broadcast of Tigers football on the Black College Sports Network, as well as on 1010XL 92.5 FM here in Jacksonville. 1st and 10 for the Tigers from their own 41. They'll line up in the pistol with Stowers right behind quarterback Rashard Branch. He'll take the snap, turn and hand to Stowers. Stowers going over the right side, runs into a white wall and push back after a gain of 1, maybe 2 on the play.
Stowers on the run for EWC, tackled by.
Looks like he was hit by Shalik Albert, number 50. That's, if you see. He basically ran into a wall when he hit Albert right there.
Pickup of 2 on the play, 2nd down.
2nd and 8 for the Tigers. Ball out to the 43-yard line of Edward Waters. Clock winds with 10:15 remaining here in this first half. In the gun is Branch. 4 receiver set. 3 right single near side left. Takes a snap. They will keep it. Throw it over the middle. Catch is made. Isaiah Johnson in Yellow Jacket territory. Lost the football, and the Yellow Jackets will pick it up, and they'll take it. And it's picked back up by EWC. Tigers have got it to the 30, 25-20, 15-10, 5-4-3-2-1. Touchdown EWC.
Unbelievable series.
Johnny on the spot. Kevion Jones for a touchdown for the Tigers.
2 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and the result, an EWC touchdown. When's the last time you seen that one, Josh?
I don't think I've ever seen that one, Brian. Especially not in an Edward Waters uniform. It is raining purple and orange here on the north side of Jacksonville. Tigers up 3 scores now at 20-0, pending the extra point.
Hey, the awareness by every Tiger on the field, just to be alert. One, that the fumble happened, and then that the fumble went the other way. I mean, and no penalties, no flags.
Angel Sevier coming on for the extra point for Edward Waters. Snap, spot, kick up on the way. It is good. A 9:49 remaining first half here from Jacksonville. Edward Waters on top of Allen University, 21-0. We'll actually go ahead and keep it here. We welcome our friends listening on 1010XL 92.5 FM here in Jacksonville after they just heard South Carolina with a double overtime victory over the number 3 ranked Georgia Bulldogs. My name is Joshua Jackson, alongside my broadcast partner Brian Fulford. Edward Waters leading 21-0, scoring touchdowns on their first 2 contests up to this afternoon's contest. Now just on that play a few moments ago with another touchdown, giving themselves a 3-score lead here in this AME Football Classic and Homecoming 2019 here at First Coast High School's Shipyard Stadium here in Ocean Way. Tigers 0-5 on the season. Allen University 1-3 on the season. Allen winning their first contest of the year, defeating Clark Atlanta. They've lost their last 3 EWC with close losses against Morehouse at the beginning of the year, and last week against Central State, a 28-21 loss to the Marauders up in Ohio. Tigers coming back to Jacksonville off of a 4-game road trip, these past 4 weeks. Good to see the purple and orange back home, and they are rewarding this home crowd with a big 21-0 lead here with 9:49 remaining here until halftime. Angel Sevier has it teed up at his own 35-yard line. Here is the right to left kick. It is high, end over end, tailing to the near side left. He'll take it from the 5-yard line, as that's Trevino Jones on the return. Out to the 10-yard line, still on his feet. Jones is going to be hit and pushed back. Nice tackle there by Anthony Williams. A flag thrown late after the play was over.
Got a couple of flags, actually. Got a 2 on the far side over by Allen by that sideline. So 2 different flags out on the field.
So one at the 15-yard line and another one, as Brian pointed out, at around the 41-yard line or 39-yard line. Allen University out of Columbia, South Carolina, in their second season of varsity football after a 13-year hiatus under head coach Teddy Keaton in his second season at the helm of the Yellow Jacket program. Edward Waters in season number 69 of varsity football, under the direction of head coach Greg Ruffin in his second season at the helm of the EWC football program. Personal foul, face mask penalty against Edward Waters, and an illegal block in the back against Allen. Both penalties will offset, and the Yellow Jackets will scrimmage 1st and 10 around their own 24-yard line. Actually, check that. They'll re-kick.
Okay. While they're re-kicking, Josh, I've got some score updates for you. You gave that big one over in the FBS level, but on the HBCU level, we've got the end of third quarter, Norfolk State with a 42-21 lead over Howard. In the fourth quarter, under 7 to go. Morgan State with a 37-3 lead over Delaware State. And then the game, I know you and I are both interested in. It's halftime or just about to go into the third quarter. We have a tie ball game in Orangeburg, South Carolina, between FAMU and South Carolina State, tied at 14.
That's a big Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference contest up in Columbia, South Carolina.
More scores a little bit later.
Of course, stick around for the Kelly Tours halftime report, stats, facts, and figures from this first half and more HBCU scores. Here is the kick, high end over end. Jones will take it from the 5. Getting across the 10, going over to the far side, looking for a block. Gets out to the 15-yard line. He's going to be hit and brought down from behind. Nice open field tackle there made by EWC's Matthew McDougall, a sophomore from Jacksonville and Sandalwood High School.
Felt like I was watching a replay there of the first kick. It was kicked in the same spot. The returner went the same direction. This time there were no flags on the field. So
18-yard line.
So the Yellow Jackets will have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10.
They'll spot the football
Make that the 17
at the 16, 17-yard line. Beautiful afternoon for college football here on Jacksonville's north side in the Ocean Way community here in Jacksonville. Shotgun formation for Noah Schumann, the starting quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. They'll take the snap. Hand off. Check that. Throwing over the middle. Pass is complete, but check that. There was a flag thrown. Did they get the snap off? Don't think they got it off. There'll be a delay of game here against the Yellow Jackets. So a delay of game against Allen will cost them 5 yards. It'll wipe off that nice-looking pass play to Daquan Brown.
5-yard penalty will take the ball to the 11-yard line, make that the 12-yard.
9:29 remaining here, first half. second quarter here from Jacksonville. Tigers on top 21-0.
First and
Yellow
15
Jackets, for our
for
fans
first down.
listening on 1010XL, in all white this afternoon. White tops, white bottoms, blue numbers, and blue helmets. EWC in the home purple uniforms, purple tops, purple bottoms, orange numbers, and orange helmets. Takes a snap, handoff to Cunningham. Going over the left side, he's going to be hitting ushered out of bounds after a gain of maybe 2 on the play.
Cunningham on the run.
Corinthian Cunningham, the 5'9", 191-pound sophomore running back out of Evergreen, Alabama, and a transfer from Independence Community College.
14-yard line.
We know Independence from Last Chance U, the past 2 seasons of Last Chance U on Netflix.
Second down, 13.
Second and about 13 for the Yellow Jackets out to around the 14-yard line. They'll go in an empty backfield for Schumann. 5 wide, trips to the far side left, twins to the near side right. Tigers rushing 3 here. Takes the snap. Schumann back to pass. Schumann looking, throwing near side's got a man, catches complete at the 15-yard line, out to the 20, out to the 25-yard line, ushered out of bounds by Boogie Mahone, but not after a first down achieved by Corinthian Cunningham. As Cunningham gets out to the 30-yard line, that'll move the chains for a Yellow Jacket first down.
Mahone on the stop.
That was a nice
First
play,
down
nice
for
route there by
Allen.
Allen. Everybody, the receivers went deep, cleared out everything underneath, and just a nice little pitch and run.
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 30-yard line. Shotgun formation takes the snap. Handoff. Cunningham up the gut, hit and brought down by Zuriel Davis after a gain of 4 on the play.
Cunningham on the run for
Davis
Allen.
just reached out with those big paws and just grabbed the jersey, and it's like every little bit of motion just stopped.
Zuriel Davis on the
Is an
stop
injured
for
Tiger at the 34-yard line with 8:12 remaining here in this first half of play. Let's go ahead and take a timeout.
Tiger on the field.
And when we come back, we'll get you more Tiger football here
And while we have this break,
on this break. With 8:12 remaining here in this first half, Tigers on top 21-0. You're watching Tiger football on the Black College Sports Network and listening to Tiger football on XL 92.5 FM.
Mr. Bowie is presenting 3
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States?
Please join me in thanking Mr. Edward Wallace College.
Yes, they can.
For these gifts.
Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone.
Second down and 6 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 34-yard line. TJ Gunter was the injured Tiger, walked off under his own power. Second and 6 from the 34. Schumann in the gun, he'll take the snap. Hand off to the back, found a bit of a seam going over the left guard, but quickly closed by Jalen Thomas after a gain of 3 on the play to make it third down and a long 3. Ball up to now the 37-yard line.
Stop for Edward Waters College on the
7:48 remaining until halftime. Tigers on top 21-0. Schumann will take the snap. Handoff to the back. Coming over the near side. He's going to be hit and pushed back. TJ Gunter and Zuriel Davis in on the stop for EWC. Short gain on the play. We'll see what Teddy Keaton decides to do here. It'll be a 4th down and about 2 after a gain of a yard.
Well, last time he was in this situation, they tried to draw the Tigers off and then decided to go ahead and punt it. I think this time he's going to not even play around with it and just punt it.
Punting unit comes on here as Yaroslav Sherling,
For Allen.
a native of the Ukraine, but calls McDonough, Georgia home in the offseason, getting set to punt the football away. Kennard Boogie Mahone, the redshirt senior, received a 5th year of eligibility a few weeks ago.
For Edward Waters.
The redshirt senior from Jacksonville and Andrew Jackson High School camped out inside his own 25-yard line. Here we have a flag thrown. It'll be a delay of game here against the Yellow Jackets.
Flag on the play. Delay of game against Allen.
So delay of game, the call against the Yellow Jackets will cost them 5 yards.
33-yard line.
And more whistles blown, and we'll see what this is.
Clock issue, I think, possibly.
As this SIAC officiating crew getting set, they'll reset the game clock again. 6:49. 6:49 is what they're requesting for the clock. Is what they're requesting for the clock to be put to. And looks like we're set to go. Sherling on to punt. Boogie stands inside his own 25. Here is the snap. Here's the punt. Back spinning punt. It'll be taken. It'll be downed inside the 30. And they will down it at around the 27-yard line, and that is where the Tigers will go. First and 10. 6:39 remaining here. First half. Tigers on top, 21-0. Joshua Jackson, Brian
It's
Fulford here with
easy,
you.
safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you.
FM.
Together, we can educate
Chad
and
Scott,
excite,
the
inspire, and make
legendary
sure
2Ds,
every
2
voice is
Ts in the
heard.
house from 1010
Together,
XL.
we can shape
Chad, I
our
loved your
future.
show back in the day, man. You did a great job. First and 10 for the Tigers of EWC in all purple this afternoon. They have it spotted at their own 27-yard line, going from right to left. The lineup in the pistol this time with Rashard Branch at the controls of the Tiger offense. 4 receiver set. Puts the receiver in motion, takes the snap. Hand off. This is Hugie. Hugie runs into a Yellow Jacket, but he is stonewalled after a gain of a yard on the play. Nice job there by Natwan Brinson, the freshman linebacker, in on the stop for the Yellow Jackets.
He's listed as a linebacker, but he's built like a defensive lineman, Josh. I mean, my goodness.
5'8", 267 pounds, the true freshman from the 305. Miami Edison High School in on the stop. Gain of a couple on the play up to the 29-yard line. Under center is Branch. He'll take the snap. Handoff on the jet sweep to Dale George Jr., and he is going to be hit and corralled in the backfield. And a flag thrown late.
Unnecessary late hit by number 51 for Allen.
Brinson making the stop, but they're going to get Jeremiah Bozeman for a late hit. There is a flag at the 20-yard line, and that's going to give EWC another first down after what we assume is going to be a late hit. There is a lengthy discussion. Could they be considering wiping that penalty off? And that's exactly what they're going to do.
They're waving off the penalty.
So the penalty is wiped off.
Waved off.
And a loss on the play will back EWC to inside their own 25 to the 24-yard line.
On the running play.
At the top of the hour, we'll get you the legal ID here in just a few moments after this play. 3rd and 13 now for EWC. Ball spotted at their 24-yard line. In the gun is Branch. They go 4 wide. Takes the snap. Lost the football, and he will just have to eat it as he is hit and tackled in the backfield at around the 21-yard line. It is the top of the hour. Let's quickly pause 10 seconds for station identification as you're listening to Tigers football on XL 92.5 FM.
4th down and long for Edward Waters College.
Tigers getting set to punt this one away. The first punt of the afternoon for Angel Sevier.
Will be punting for Edward Waters College.
Angel will be punting from his own 6-yard line, the junior transfer from Killeen, Texas. Or Dallas, Texas, I should say. And transfer from Trinity Valley Community College. Back to return this one is Trevino Jones. Here is the snap, low snap. Here's the punt. High, short punt. It'll be down, it'll be taken inside the 45 and down at the Allen 44-yard line. 4:32 remaining until halftime. Tigers on top 21-0.
Want some more scores there, Josh?
Sure.
All right, well, 12:30 remaining in the third quarter. Florida A&M has taken a 21-14 lead over South Carolina State in Orangeburg.
Get some more scores here in just a few moments. Again, stick around for the Kelly Tours halftime report. We'll have all the scores at halftime of this contest. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 44-yard line, going from left to right. Schumann will work from the gun, a 4-receiver set. One backside guard to his left. He'll take the snap, fakes the handoff. Back to pass, looking, throwing over the middle. Pass is complete in Tiger territory, inside the 40. Brought down at the 38-yard line. It's Daquan Brown with the reception, moving the change for a Yellow Jacket first down.
You know, Josh, Allen has found success so far in this first half with passes over the middle. And that seems to be they're not finding much success out on the corners. It's all over the middle.
First and 10 for Allen from the Edward Waters 38-yard line. Schumann will take the snap. Back to pass, looking left, throwing, looking for a man. It is well over the head of the intended receiver for the Yellow Jackets. And Trevino Jones incomplete.
Intended for Trevino Jones.
And it'll bring up third down and 10 for Allen. Or second down and 10 for Allen.
Thought I was going to have to eat my words on that one there, Josh. Is that one?
Allen.
Second and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the Edward Waters 38-yard line. Clock stops with 4:06 remaining here. Second quarter, Edward Waters leading 21-0. Shotgun formation, empty backfield here for Noah Schumann. 5 wide, trips to the far side left, twins near side to the right. Tigers rushing 3 here on the second down and 10. Takes the snap. Schumann back to pass. Flush from the pocket, rolling over to the right. Schumann will throw. He's got a man pass complete out to the 26-yard line. He's on the reception is Ladarius McKee. He'll have a first down after a gain of about 13.
And it looks like Allen wants to go a little tempo here as they, well, at least it looked like they wanted to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, but then they decided to go and huddle.
First and 10 for Allen. Ball spotted at the Edward Waters 26-yard line. 3:48 and counting, first half. Tigers on top 21-0. Empty backfield again for Schumann. 5 wide, trips left, twins near side to the right. Tigers rushing 3 here. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking, flushed. Will throw over the middle. Pass is nearly picked off. Went off the hands of Daquan Brown and nearly intercepted by Jalen Thomas.
Incomplete pass, Schumann to Brown.
Thomas owes me 10 push-ups on that one.
Absolutely. I'll make sure he'll get those on Monday. Second and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball spotted at the Edward Waters 26-yard line. 3:30 remaining here, first half.
Second and 10, ball to 26-yard line of
Shotgun formation for Schumann. One backside guard to the right. Trip receivers to the far side left. Single receiver near side to the right. Tigers again rushing 3 here. Now they'll stop. Look at the brain trust over on that far sideline. Change the play at the line and they're set to go. Schumann will take the snap. Back to pass. Looking, throwing over the middle. It's incomplete. In and out of the hands of the intended receiver, Demetrius Richardson, the 6'4", 215-pound senior from Darlington, South Carolina. It'll bring up third down and 10 for the Yellow Jackets.
Third and 10 from the EWC 26.
Whenever I see those kind of misses, I'm always thinking if that receiver would have just reached for the ball and put his hands out, catch the ball with your hands and not your body, he would have had that one.
Third and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from the Edward Waters 26-yard line. Schumann in the gun, 4 wide, trips left, single near side to the right. One backside guard to the right. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Schumann looking, Schumann flush. Schumann now rolling over to the left side. Now Schumann throws, got a man open. Pass complete inside the 10-yard line and goes out of bounds inside the 10. Pass complete inside the Edward Waters 10. They'll spot it at the 10-yard line. It'll be first and goal for Allen. As that's Brown with the reception for first down.
Josh, to me it just seems like the zone that the defense is playing is just giving just a little bit too much time back there. And, it's hard to cover for 10 seconds.
3:06, 3:05, 3:04 left to go here, first half. Tigers on top 21-0, but the Yellow Jackets have it a first and goal at the EWC 9-yard line. Shotgun formation for the Yellow Jackets. Schumann in controls of the Yellow Jacket offense. Brings the receiver in motion, creating trips to the near side right. Screen, near side catch is complete, and a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets as Ladarius McKee gets into the end zone for the touchdown. The Yellow Jackets are on the board.
Brought him all the way over from the left side, all the way over from the left to the right, wide open.
So a touchdown for Allen cuts into the Edward Waters lead. It's now 21-6 pending the extra point. As Yaroslav Sherling comes on for this extra point here for the Yellow Jackets. Here's the snap, the placement, the kick, it's up, it's on the way, and it is good. 2:45 remaining first half. here from First Coast High School. Edward Waters 21, Allen 7. Let's go ahead and take a timeout as you're watching Edward Waters College Football on the Black College Sports Network and listening to Tigers Football on XL 92.5 FM.
Come down toward the field.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they
We're going to
can.
do the
Because every 10 years,
Brian and I are
the
gonna talk about
census
the
gives
first
us
half
that
first.
power.
Take a break.
You can
Start with
shape your
Box to
future
Row.
by responding
Take
to
a
the
break.
2020
Come back with the
census.
HBCU school board.
Where
Take
do
a
we
break,
need new
and then
roads to make
right
our
into
lives
the,
easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will
Back
be
here in
distributed.
Jacksonville, a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University, putting Allen on the board. EWC leading 21-7 with 2:45 remaining until halftime. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you, another broadcast of Tiger Football on the Black College Sports Network and 1010XL 92.5 FM. Yaroslav Sterling has it teed up at the 35. Here's the kick, a high, deep kick. It will bounce, and Boogie will take it from the 1. Across the 5, across the 10, across the 15, up to the 20-yard line. Found a bit of a seam, 25 to the 30, 35 across the 40. Getting out to the 41, 42-yard line. Was there a flag thrown? So no flag thrown, but there is an injured Tiger writhing in pain at around the 22-yard line.
Yes, I was watching that return, Josh. The hole, I was wondering when Allen was going to close that gap there in the middle of the field.
Correction, ball at the 42-yard line.
Rashad Josie, I believe, is the injured Tiger, the true freshman from Jacksonville.
Right at the 22-yard line.
Defensive lineman, 6'2", 225. He is a former Stingray from Atlantic Coast High School.
Be sure to purchase your commemorative AME Classic.
He is being attended to by the EWC training staff led by head athletic trainer Larry Bell. So while they take a look at Josie, we'll go ahead and we'll take another timeout. 2:36 remaining here until halftime. Edward Waters 21, Allen 7. Tiger football back after a moment here on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM.
Contributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire, and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
Back here in Jacksonville, 2:36 remaining until halftime. Edward Waters leading Allen University 21-7. They're the inaugural AME Football Classic as well as Homecoming 2019 for the Tigers of Edward Waters College. Josie coming off the field, walking off under his own power. Looks like he's no worse for the wear. Tiger offense back onto the field. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 42-yard line, driving from right to left. They'll line up in the pistol with Deshaun Hugie standing right behind quarterback Rochard Branch. 3 receivers to the near side left, a single receiver out to the far side right. They'll take the snap. Looking, tried the screen, now throws far side and just threw it away.
Looking to see, I guess there was no receiver over there, so.
Wonder if it could be a situation of intentional grounding because it looked like it was still in the tackle box.
Yeah, he definitely was in the tackle box.
Just threw the football away. There is a discussion.
There's an injured player.
There's also an injured Yellow Jacket here along the EWC home sideline.
Yeah,
There, the flag is thrown for intentional grounding.
There is a flag thrown on the pass play.
So intentional grounding, the call against EWC.
Edward Waters College.
They'll spot the ball at where the ball was thrown. Will be a loss of down. It'll bring up 2nd down. So what we saw, Brian, at the start of the contest, an EWC offense that scored on back-to-back possessions, kind of stuck in neutral right now.
Yeah, and I think that last drive for Allen, they were definitely able to find their footing, so to speak. But I really thought the Tigers defensively really, I know they're only rushing 3. I'm not seeing any linebackers or corner blitzes. I think they were just giving a little bit too much time to Allen. And, it's sort of a little joke about trying to cover for 10 seconds, but they were definitely at least 6, 7
At this time, I'd
seconds
also like to thank
in
the
those plays.
Allen University
And
faithful
after a
for
while,
coming to
somebody just
Jacksonville
happens
for
to get
this game.
loose
Thank you
if
very
the
much
defense
for
doesn't
being
get
here. Give
through.
yourselves a round
So
of
it'll be
applause.
interesting to see if Coach Ruffin and the defensive coordinators make some adjustments in the second half to that.
Anthony Bradley, the injured Yellow Jacket, being helped off by the Allen training staff. Bradley, the 5'11", 200-pound defensive back from Sumter, South Carolina, true freshman. After the penalty, ball backed up to the 37-yard line. Branch will take the shotgun snap. Looking, throwing over the middle. Pass is nearly brought in by Kevion Jones. Incomplete. Might have alligator armed that one.
Yeah, you say he heard some footsteps, and you said it. You said it right there. I'm
Not like the Osgood brothers' footsteps in the dark.
Yeah, boy. That's a business decision, as they say right there. You live to see another day.
Absolutely. Third down and about 16 for the Tigers from their own 37-yard line. Branch in the gun. 4 wide this time. One backside car left to Deshaun Hugie. Takes a snap. Hand off to Hugie. Hugie with a bit of a hole. Hugie sees that hole get close quickly as he got up to the 41-yard line. And the Tigers more than likely will have to punt this one away.
Number 53, DeJuan Cease, was right there to make that tackle when Hugie cut back.
Is he any relation to Marvin Cease, the former soul singer?
Well, you just went there, Josh. You have to school me on that one.
I'm sure it really just goes to show that I have old parents. How I know this song. Oh, my goodness. 2:06 remaining until halftime as Allen calls a timeout. So the Yellow Jackets call a timeout. We'll go ahead and keep it here with 2:06 remaining here until halftime. Edward Waters leading Allen 21-7. Stick around for the Kelly Tours halftime report for our friends on XL 92.5 FM. Stats, facts, and figures from this first half. The box-to-row blitz from Donald Ware and the HBCU scoreboard from Alvin Washington, all coming at halftime of this contest. Edward Waters is back home next Saturday at 6 o'clock p.m. where the Tigers will welcome the Golden Bears of Miles College, the defending champions of the Southern Intercollegiate Athletic Conference. Kickoff will be at 6 o'clock p.m. next Saturday here at First Coast High School. More information, log on to EWCTigerPride.com. You can also watch the contest here on the Black College Sports Network and also listen on XL 92.5 FM. Next Saturday, Tigers of Edward Waters and the Golden Bears of Miles College. Ruffin Bowl 1 as head coach Greg Ruffin takes on his first cousin and Reginald Ruffin, the head coach of the Golden Bears of Miles College. Tigers getting set to put total leather here as Angel Sevier comes on to punt once again. Takes a high snap. Here is the punt. High end over end punt. Fair catch called for and made. Dropped the football and was able to bring it back in at the 23-yard line.
Did a good job of recovering that one after he muffed it a little bit.
Number 22,
Trevino Jones dropping the football and nearly pouncing on that one for EWC was Anthony Williams, the junior defensive back, the transfer from Bethune-Cookman. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They have 1:58 remaining here in this first half, trying to cut more into this EWC lead.
So what I want to see in this drive right here, especially defensively for the Tigers, will they find a way to get more pressure on the quarterback? You can't give him 7 seconds, 8 seconds to find his receivers like they did the last series.
Empty backfield for Schumann. They go 5 wide. I'll take the snap. Schumann back to pass, looking near side throwing. He's got a man at the 25-yard line. He'll be hit and brought out of bounds at the 26-yard line. So on the reception for the Yellow Jackets, it's Tyler Smith, the freshman from Marietta, Georgia. Gain of about 5 on the play, or 4 on the play. Yep, we'll call it 5. They'll move the ball out to the 27-yard line.
Schumann did a great job of just getting that ball out of his hands quickly, had a little pressure up front in his face, and just got it out quickly. Take what the defense gives you.
Empty backfield again for Schumann, 5 wide. Trips to the far side left, twins near side to the right. Tigers rushing 3, they'll take the snap. Schumann back to pass. Schumann stepping up, throwing over the middle. It is incomplete off the right hand of his intended receiver, Tyler Smith. And again, the Yellow Jackets trying to exploit the middle of the CWC defense.
That's where the success has been all game, pretty much. I mean, except for a few opportunities after coming across the middle after the receivers have cleared out everybody underneath.
Here's a 3rd down and 5 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 27-yard line, driving from left to right and trailing 21-7. Schumann in an empty backfield, 5 wide. I'll take the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Schumann stepping up. Schumann will throw off and will catch me. Big hit applied by Jalen Thomas. Big hit. Ashton Duncan thought he was going to bring it in, but Jalen Thomas comes in and makes the stop for EWC.
great hit and did a great job of separating the receiver from the ball. Don't give him a chance to catch it. And what you do, now the clock stops and you give your offense an opportunity. And we got under 140 to play. I wasn't sure that the offense would get another shot, but plenty of time left to get some more points in this half.
Yaroslav Sherling on to punt here for the Yellow Jackets. Sherling stands inside his own 15 at the 14. Kennard Boogie Mahone deploys to his own 34-yard line. Great play there by Jalen Thomas to break that one up, this junior defensive back from Winter Haven, Florida. Here's the punt. Nice punt from Sherling. Boogie will take it around his own 32-yard line. Coming up to the near side, looking for a wall to the 40, 45, midfield, 45 to the 40, along the near sideline, looking to get to the 30-yard line. He'll be cut down short there at the 31, 32-yard line. Great return there by Boogie Mahone. He's slow to get up, but he's going to get up under his own power, but a nice return there by Boogie, putting the Tigers in great field position at the 32.
I thought he was going to cut back at about the 40. I think he could have cut back towards the middle of the field, and he could have, I don't know, it looked like there might have been a little more room, but still, hey, great run.
First and 10.
So first and 10 for the purple and orange. Ball spotted at the Allen at 31-yard line. 1:24 remaining until halftime. Edward Waters leading 21-7. Allen gets the ball to start the second half of play. So it's very imperative for EWC to try to get into the end zone to make this a 3-score game once again.
And you got an opportunity to score the most points you scored all season
Absolutely.
in the first half.
Absolutely.
So it's a big drive, big opportunity right here.
Branch in the gun. Hughie the backside guard to the right. Trip receivers to the far side right. Single receiver near side to the left. He'll take the snap. Back to pass is Branch. Branch looking right. Branch throwing down the seam. It is incomplete. Over the head of his intended receiver in Matthew Wilkerson.
Matthew Wilkerson, the
Needed to put just a little softer touch on that. For a half a second, I thought the DB might have grabbed the jersey, but I think he made a smart decision in letting it go. Once I think he saw that ball was going to go over his head.
Out comes Wilkerson. In comes Isaiah Johnson. He'll be deployed slot to the far side right. Trip receiver's far side right. Single receiver is Tiberius Horn, near side to the left. Deshaun Hugie standing to the right of quarterback Rashard Branch. A second down and 10 for Edward Waters from the Allen 32-yard line.
As big as Wilkerson is, you want to see him get more involved in the offense, I would think.
Branch takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking down the seam. Throwing near side pass. It's incomplete.
Hands.
Off the hands of the intended receiver in Isaiah Johnson. And he has had a bad case of the drops all season long. Is the sophomore from Jacksonville and the transfer from Prairie View A&M.
Well, it looked like he tried to catch it off his chest there, Josh. He was trying to catch it with his body instead of his hands.
Here's 3rd and 10 for the Tigers from the Allen 32-yard line. 1:11 remaining here until halftime. Edward Waters leading 21-7. Branch in the gun. Huge to the backside, guard right. They'll go 4 wide. Twin receivers to the near side. Left twins far side to the right. Yellow Jackets rushing 4 here on 3rd and 10. Takes the snap. Branch back to pass. Looking. It's going to pump. Rolls over to the right side now. Looks now. Throws. It is intercepted. Intercepted at the 25 to the 30. 35. Flag is thrown at the 40-yard line. 45 midfield. At the 45 to inside the 40. They'll cut him down at around the 35-yard line. We'll check the flag, however.
Which one? Every official with a flag, I think, emptied their pockets on that one.
Interception.
Everybody throws their flag. If I had a flag, I'd throw it.
Tigers pointing as if it's going to go against Allen.
But is that going to – I don't think that's going to negate the interception, though. I think this came on the run back.
Was it thrown on the run back or was it on the pass? The flags were thrown right around the time the ball was thrown. Tiger offense is still on the field. Clock stops with 57 seconds remaining, and this is going to be a personal foul. Roughing the passer against Allen. So the Tiger drive stays alive.
Wow.
And a personal foul against the Yellow Jackets. It'll be 1st and 10 for EWC. After the 15-yard penalty.
Run back.
So 2 personal foul penalties against the Yellow Jackets. 1 before the pass and 1 after the pass.
Now to think about that interception there, Josh, the intended receiver, I was watching that entire play. The DB went after the ball. The intended receiver stopped. He didn't come back to the ball like Branch was asking him, come back to the ball. He never came. He kind of stopped, and that's when the DB kind of took advantage of that. And
Ball set the
thankfully
32-yard
they were
line.
bailed out by a major
Territory.
mistake
First and
by
10
Allen.
for EWC.
So after the penalty, the Tigers will have it 1st and 10. They'll mark the football, or they're going to say offsetting penalties. So offsetting penalties. It's still 3rd down and 10 from the 32. Takes the snap. Handoff. Actually throwing over the middle. Off the hands of his intended receiver, Kevion Jones.
Well,
Incomplete pass intended for Jones.
I'm going to say he should have caught it, but even though it was slightly behind him, still should have caught that one, I think.
So it's now 4th down and 10, and we'll see what head coach Greg Ruffin decides to do here. You can try Angel Sevier for a long field goal, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
Okay.
Sevier 1 for 2 this year. This one will be a 49-yard field goal attempt from right between the hashes. Or more, I should say, along the college hash, the near side left hash. Trying to make this another 3-score contest here. Be the longest field goal of the season for Sevier if he can connect.
And Allen has somebody called a timeout here right before that. Coach Ruffin called a timeout.
So here's a timeout on the field. Timeout will be taken by head coach Greg Ruffin and the Tigers. So 50.3 seconds remaining here until halftime. Edward Waters leading 21-7. Again, Brian, we saw this EWC offense have a hot start to start the contest. So far now, since that hot start, been a bit of a fits and starts there for the EWC offense. Defensively, for Edward Waters, they're having their middle exploited. So, definitely is going to be some adjustments needed to be made by the coaching staff at halftime.
Yeah, I think, defensively, what can you do over in the middle of the field? I don't know if that's the safeties or the linebackers that have to make some adjustments there. But also, I continue to say I would like to see a little more pressure put on Schumann. If I'm EWC, put a little more pressure on the quarterback. Don't let him stand back there all. Even one extra man. I mean, they've been rushing 3. A 4th, whether it be a linebacker or another end, the 4th man would definitely put a little more pressure and cut that time down.
The Tiger offense is going to come back on the field now. You see Rashard Branch and the EWC offense back onto the field.
Yeah, I was thinking this might be – I actually thought this might be 2-down territory at this point. I mean, there's nothing lost. I think if you kick that field goal and you don't make it, you give them the ball at the 39-yard line, and there's still 50 seconds remaining.
Branch in the gun here on this 4th down and 10 from the Yellow Jacket 32. Shotgun formation. Trips to the far side, right single near side left. Takes a snap. Back to passes Branch. Branch looking. Branch all day to throw. Throwing down the seam. It is.
Yep.
Caught by Matthew Wilkerson. Touchdown EWC.
I was just going to say that.
What a great play.
I saw Wilkerson in the game, and I was just about to say that's what they need to look for. He's a big target, man. Good Lord.
Matthew Wilkerson, his 3rd receiving touchdown of the season. And the Tigers back on top by 3 scores at 27-7, pending the extra point.
Play covered 32 yards for the touchdown for the Tigers.
Big target, 6'6", 260-pound defensive end, and quite a heck of a tight end and wide receiver there on that play as well.
Use me. That's what that young man is down there saying. Use me.
Sevier's extra point is up, and it is good. 41 seconds remaining until halftime. Edward Waters, 28, Allen, 7. We'll go ahead and we'll take another timeout as you're watching Tiger Football on the Black College Sports Network and listening to Tiger Football on XL 92.5 FM.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The
So much for
2020
fits and
census will
starts.
inform these
32-yard touchdown reception on 4th and 10 from Matthew Wilkerson extends the lead for Edward Waters to 28-7 with 41.2 seconds remaining until halftime. Here's Angel Sevier's right to left kick. High and end over end. Jones will take it from the 5. Getting across the 10, out to the 15-yard line, near side to the 20. Avoids him in, 25 to the 30. Tried to spin out of a tackle, but stepped out of bounds. Stepping out of bounds, they say short of the 30-yard line. They will mark it at around the 25-yard line. 34.4 seconds remaining until halftime. Easily the best half of football for EWC all season long, and already the most points scored by the Tigers this season in just the first half.
And that's how important that fourth down was.
Noah Schumann and the Yellow Jacket offense back on the field. And one back sidecar to his left is Jermaine Alston. Trip receivers to the far side right, a single receiver, far side left, single receiver to the near side right. 1st and 10 from the 25. Schumann will take the snap, hands out to the back, that's Alston. Alston with a head of steam, also across the 35's got the first down. They'll mark him at the 39-yard line. Stop clock will stop with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
Alston on the carry.
Alston on the carry. And a first down there for the Yellow Jackets. Clock winds now. Here's the shotgun snap. Hands off to Alston again. Goes over the left side now. Looking for a block. He'll be hit and brought down. Nice open field tackle by Jalen Thomas as he crossed the 40-yard line out to the 42.
Allen seems content to just kind of run this out and get to halftime here.
9 seconds, 8 seconds, 7 seconds. Looks like Allen's going to fall on the sword here in this first half. It has been all purple and orange here in this first half from First Coast High School. At the break here in Jacksonville, Edward Waters 28, Allen at 7. Let's go ahead and take a timeout. When we come back, we'll begin the Kelly Tours halftime report right after this. 28-7, Tigers on top. Back with the Kelly Tours halftime report after this, right here on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM.
Decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire, and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
Javon Key, a communication scholar from Prince George County, Maryland. Homecoming Duchess, Nisha Wallace, a criminal justice scholar from Atlanta, Georgia. Homecoming Prince, Jamarcus Daniels, a communication scholar from Jacksonville, Florida. Homecoming Princess, Armani Hayes, a biology scholar from Orlando, Florida. The 2019 Edward Wallace College Homecoming King, David Ware, a senior business accounting scholar from Fort Lauderdale, Florida. And the 2019 Edward Wallace College Homecoming Queen, Taylor Rao, an elementary education scholar from Hollywood, Florida. Ladies and gentlemen, your 2019 Edward Wallace College Homecoming Queen. Psychology scholar from Fort
Black College Sports Network is proud to partner with ComputerRatings.com. That's COMPU.
Back here in Jacksonville, Tigers on top 28-7. Welcome into the Kelly Tours halftime report. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you. Brian Edward Waters on top 28-7. A great start to start the contest for EWC and a great ending for EWC in that first half. Kind of bookended by some great plays there. 2 touchdowns in their opening drives for Edward Waters. A touchdown to end the first half. Just a great job there for EWC offensively and even defensively there in that first half.
I mean, you couldn't have scripted a better into the quarter where, we kind of talked about it got a little stale there. Late first quarter, early second for most of the second quarter, really. And so, to see it end on that, the way it did on both sides of the ball, definitely is a positive and something you can go into the halftime and say, okay, we need to make these little bit of adjustments here and there. But, hey, we ended well.
Edward Waters has not turned the ball over today. They have 190 yards of total offense there in that first half, 110 on the ground, 80 through the air. And EWC dominating in time of possession, 22 minutes and 10 seconds to Allen's 12 minutes and 37 seconds. Right now, EWC really just imposing their will on Allen University right now.
Yeah, definitely. As you see the rushing yardage, it's 110 to 34, and the passing game is the flip of that, 107 to 80 in favor of Allen. Time of possession is really what has been beneficial to Edward Waters, as they have had the ball for 22 minutes. Actually, in that first, they've had it for 22 minutes in this game, and to 12 minutes for Allen. So,
as we look at some individual plays right now, Deshaun Hugie really been a sparkling light for EWC. After a great week last week, 182 yards on the ground, setting the new freshman single-game record, modern-era record for EWC. He's doubled that with another great effort today. 6 carries, 60 yards, a touchdown, including 82 yards, and a touchdown, including that 60-yard jaunt for the second rushing touchdown for EWC there in that first half.
Yeah, he's definitely on pace, definitely go over 100. Don't know if he's going to get. I mean, obviously, one big run and he's right at 180 where he had what he had the other day. But, to do that at 6 carries, 13.7 average, that's top tier. That's top notch right there in just college football. So, a great job. Give credit to the offensive line, too. Offensive line has done a great job. I think it's been pretty clean outside of maybe the second play when they gave up the sack. But for the most part, they kept the quarterback clean. Obviously, they went from Minor to Branch, but pretty much both have been clean. So great job by the offensive line as well.
Minor 7 of 14 passes. It's going to be Branch first half, 7 of 14 passing, 61 yards, 2 touchdowns. For Allen University, Noah Schumann, 9 of 18 passing, 107 yards, 1 touchdown, and 1 interception for the Yellow Jackets. So we're seeing EWC finding some success with the quarterback, and that's really been the problem for Edward Waters all season long, getting consistency at that quarterback spot.
Well, I'm a little surprised. I'm a little surprised that Coach was so quick to go away from Minor. I'm not really sure what it. I don't know. You tell me if you saw something that required Minor. I thought they were going to maybe do a little quarterback shuffle there, but it just seemed that once Branch came in, we didn't see Minor go back in at all. And so a little surprising after Minor has played pretty much every snap the last 2 games. A little surprising, but hey, Branch has come in, done a great job. Both guys are young, so that's the thing. You got one's a freshman, one's a sophomore, and they're just in there doing their thing. So credit to those guys for keeping this thing rolling.
At the break here at the Kelly Tours Halftime Report, it is Edward Waters 28 and Allen University 7. We'll go ahead and we'll take a timeout. When we come back, you will hear the box-to-row blitz from Donald Ware here at halftime. At the break here at the Kelly Tours Halftime Report, Edward Waters 28, Allen University 7. More Tiger football back after this here on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM.
GHTERratings.com for the upcoming college football season. ComputerRatings.com delivers rankings, game predictions, and statistics for hundreds of professional and collegiate teams. The key feature of ComputerRatings.com is the Versus Sports Simulator, which allows users to simulate any possible matchup and view the predicted scores along with a side-by-side stats analysis. Improve your odds by signing up for a subscription. Monthly, semi-yearly, and yearly subscriptions are available. For our listeners and viewers, use the promo code BCSN19 and get 15% off of your subscription at checkout. Visit www.computerratings.com. That's COMPUGHTER ratings.com.
It's like a loot machine. Going around town, trying to get down. It's time, BOG. Spotlight Groove is here at Edward Waters College. Rodeo by Lil Nas X and Cardi B. Let's show them how we get down in Columbia, South Carolina, Band of Gold. "21 by the Baby." A band that leaves everything they've got on the field. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That concludes our show. But before we let go, on behalf of President and CEO Dr. Ernest McNeely and Bishop Samuel L. Green Sr., we would like to thank the Edward Waters College for their hospitality. Mr. Kendrick Redding, the Director of Bands, Henry Smith, let's break it one more time down for them BOG.
Tiger Nation, before we begin tonight's halftime festivities, we would ask for a moment of silence as one of our own has lost the fight of life. Former Tiger Band member Alondra Lugo, rest in peace. Good afternoon and welcome to the greatest show on turf. Before we begin, let's welcome the Board of Trustees and President Dr. Zachary A. Faison. E-Dub Nation, show your love for the Allen University Ensemble. 1870 is impressive, but 1866 is the real deal. Before we start the show, I got one question. Who's your daddy?
No.
Yes, you asked for it. And ask and ye shall receive. Your flutes sound like puke. Your percussion deserves no discussion. And tonight, we gonna get up for the get down, Tiger style. Welcome to the field, the alumni drum majors. Introducing Frederick Scooter Dunbar from Augusta, Georgia, a member of Kappa Alpha Psi. Willie Tick-Tock Severance from Jacksonville, Florida, a member of Iota Phi Theta. Brian Stickman Jones from Columbus, Georgia, a member of Alpha Phi Alpha. Sadavian Showdog Waller from Macon, Georgia, and you already know he the bros. Introducing Justin Dr. J. Honore from the 305. And last but not least, Ralph Blaze Allen from Duval. Ensemble, this is what a band does. Your one little drum major, let him know that class is now in session. Introducing the three kings of Kings Road from Atlanta, Georgia, Alex Firecracker Christian, Moses the Prophet, Jean-Francois. And now, ladies and gentlemen, in case you didn't know, it's showtime. You see it, you hear it, and now you're gonna feel it. What you're about to witness is real. This ain't no University. It's the sight, the sound, and the fury. And now, let the halftime show begin. They tried their best, but obviously, the best is yet to come. Notice the lines of precision. And now, the surround sound you came to hear. Sending out shouts of love to the ladies of the Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated. The sounds of Cheryl to be real. Friends and family, welcome home to all members of the alumni band. Now performing with the current band. Field precision and musical excellence is not just what we do, it's how we do it. And now, under the direction of Kendrick Redding, Director of Bands, tonight's concert performance, Kissing You. And now introducing the Passion Dancers, giving you the object of my desire. And now introducing the world famous Thunder Dancers, giving you no parking on the dance floor. You don't park a Hummer in a compact spot. Give it up for the purple Thunder Dancers. Alan Van, the next portion is dedicated to you. It's how to be a better player. And now we're going to show you how to freak it. The more money we talk about, more problems. Today's band is under the direction of DeAndre Letson, quick-winded instructor, Tiffany Davis, auxiliary instructor, Rick Oglesby, Jonathan Bridges, Ron Hudson, and Kendrick Redding, director of band. Allen University, as your little announcer said, act like it's your homecoming. Step to this band room, and we'll make it your band's homegoing. Make it a Tiger weekend. Oh yeah, Allen, we'll see you in the fifth quarter.
The Black College Sports Network is proud to partner with ComputerRatings.com. That's CompuGHTER ratings.com for the upcoming college football season. ComputerRatings.com delivers rankings, game predictions, and statistics for hundreds of professional and collegiate teams. The key feature of ComputerRatings.com is the Versus Sports Simulator, which allows users to simulate any possible matchup and view the predicted scores along with a side-by-side stats analysis. Improve your odds by signing up for a subscription. Monthly, semi-yearly, and yearly subscriptions are available. For our listeners and viewers, use the promo code BCSN19 and get 15% off of your subscription at checkout. Visit www.computerratings.com. That's CompuGHTER ratings.com.
The Creole seasoning is a sodium-free and sugar-free blend that's versatile enough to put on anything. One of the first blends I developed more than 8 years ago, the Creole seasoning has an unmistakable aroma, a bold flavor, and a little heat for character. Every time I open one of these bottles, I hear trumpets and big band music.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching.
Back here in Jacksonville, about to start the second half here of this afternoon's contest. Edward Waters on top of Allen by a score of 28-7. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you for the broadcast of Edward Waters College Football here on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM. Edward Waters will be kicking to begin the second half.
Edward Waters College fans, are you ready?
Angel Sevier has the tee at his own 35-yard line, kicking from right to left. Tigers looking good here in that first half there, Brian, with just a great start to the first half and a great end to that first half as well.
Yeah, definitely. And now it's time to see what the adjustments are. I think, obviously I'm expecting to see on defense, and we'll get to see it here early, whether Edward Waters comes and puts a little more pressure on Allen's offense. And then secondly, the middle of the field passing has been a big success for Allen. What can Edward Waters do to limit that?
Sevier's kick taken at the 4-yard line. Here's Jones coming near side to the right, to the 25, to the 30-yard line, back inside. He'll be hit and swarmed by a few Tigers. Short of the 35-yard line, they'll mark it at the 34-yard line. Trevino Jones on the return. It's a 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at their own 34-yard line. Again, Noah Schumann, the starting quarterback for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University, 9 of 18 passing in that first half, 107 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception there in that first half for the Yellow Jackets. They'll start at 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Again, going from left to right here in this third quarter. One back sidecar to his left. Twin receivers to the far side left. Single receiver over here to the near side right. Tight end wing to the right on this 1st and 10. Takes the snap. Hand off to the back. That's Alston. Finds a bit of a seam. Gets across the 40-yard line. They'll mark him down at around the 42, 43-yard line. Give him a gain of about 8 yards there on first down. I'll give it 9 there on first down.
And even though, they picked up 9, I noticed right there on the first play, the Tigers defense, they go with 4 down linemen up front. So already making that adjustment that I was curious to see if it would be made that way.
Jermaine Alston, the sophomore from Charleston, South Carolina, James Island Charter High School, what they carry. 2nd and 2, ball out to the 43-yard line. I'll take the snap, back to pass to Schumann. Schumann stepping up in the pocket, rolling over to the left side. Now he'll tuck and run, flips it out to a receiver, has the first down, spins out, try to spin out of one tackle, can't spin out of another as Daquan Brown with the reception. Colby Wilcox with the stop for EWC, but it is a first down for the Yellow Jackets out to the Allen 47-yard line.
Good job by Wilcox to just to be able to make that open field tackle and not get put on skates, because easily he was out there by himself. So that's always a tough tackle to make.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. Ball spotted at their own 47-yard line. Moving from left to right and trailing 28-7 to Edward Waters. Shotgun formation for Noah Schumann. Four receiver set, trip receivers to the near side right, single receiver isolated far side to the left, one back side guard to the left is Alston. We'll take the snap, back to pass is Schumann. We'll take the shot down the seam, got a man wide open, catch made in Tiger territory at the 34-yard line.
And again, that's where Allen is finding their success in between the hash marks. And I mean, they're picking up chunks too. I mean, we're not talking just 10 yards. We're talking at least anywhere from 15 to 25 yards every time they complete something over the middle in between the seams.
Ashton Duncan with the reception out to the 34-yard line of Edward Waters, a 1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. See what Edward Waters can do. They have not led all season long. We'll see how they respond with the lead as opposed to fighting from behind. Here's the snap. Screen, far side, catch made, but a big open field tackle made again by Colby Wilcox.
Great job. He read that perfectly, broke through the receiver's block. And again, EWC only rushing 3. Back to rushing 3 again. It's almost like, I would say either a nickel, definitely either a dime, possibly.
Jacob Pennington with the reception. It'll be a loss of about 3 on the play. Ball backed up to now the Edward Waters 37-yard line. Empty backfield here for Schumann. Trip receivers to the near side right, swings far side to the left. Tigers rushing 3 here on 2nd and 13. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Schumann flush in the pocket, rolls over to the left side. Now we'll stop, we'll throw deep. Got a man open, caught, touchdown. Touchdown, Allen on the reception is Anthony Bradley getting into the end zone for the Yellow Jacket touchdown.
And, I hate to beat a dead horse here, Josh, but again, when you're and give credit to Schumann, he did a great job of spinning away from what was there in front of him, and I mean you can't give him 5-6 seconds back there. DBs just aren't covering well enough for that to happen.
Check that out. It was Tyler Smith with the reception. 85 instead of 25 into the end zone for the touchdown. Snap, spot, kick, it's up, it's on the way. And it is good. 12-18 remaining third quarter. Allen takes their opening drive into the end zone for a touchdown to the second half. It is now a 28-14 lead in favor of the Tigers of EWC. Let's take a 30-second timeout as you're watching Tiger football on the Black Hunt Sports Network and listening to Edward Waters College Football on XL 92.5 FM.
Whatever you've been through, we have a warm welcome waiting for you at more than 325 hotels around the world. Book today at DoubleTree.com. DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Quick drive into the end zone for a touchdown for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. Cuts into the EWC lead. It's now a 2-score ball game at 28-14 with 12-18 remaining here in this third quarter of play. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you for more of this AME Football Classic and Homecoming 2019 for the Tigers of Edward Waters College. Yaroslav Sherling has it teed up at the 35-yard line. Mahone and Jackson back the field this one for Edward Waters. Here's the left to right kick. High and end over end. Will be taken by Jaleel Jackson at around the 11-yard line. Across the 15, up to the 20-yard line, to the 25, to the 30-yard line. And he'll be cut down right there at the 30. Out to the 31-yard line. That is where EWC will take up 1st and 10. Rashard Branch in that first half coming in midway in that first quarter. 7-14 passing for EWC. 61 yards and 2 touchdowns for the sophomore from Plantation, Florida, and Plantation High School.
Ball sent down the 31-yard line in EWC territory. 1st and 10, Tigers.
1st and 10 for Edward Waters at the 31-yard line. At their own 31-yard line, going from right to left. In the gun is Branch. One backside car to the left. Trip receivers to the near side left, single receiver. To the far side right is Tiberius Horn. Branch will take the snap. Back to pass, swings it out, near side catch made. Kevion Jones. Jones getting outside the 30. He'll be tackled at the 35-yard line and go out from there for a gain of about 4 yards down first down.
Isaiah Johnson out there missed his block. I mean, that would have been a key block out there that would have freed his teammate up a little bit.
It'll be second down and about 6 for Edward Waters at the 35-yard line of EWC. They'll line up in the pistol this time with Deshaun Hugie standing right behind quarterback Rashard Branch. He'll take the snap. And there's movement along the line of scrimmage, likely a false start against EWC. That's exactly what it is. And at first half, EWC penalized 3 times for 20 yards. Allen, 5 penalties for 45 yards. EWC picks up their 4th penalty of the afternoon for 25 yards.
11 for first down.
So after the 5-yard penalty, backs it up to the 30-yard line. It'll be second down and 11 for Edward Waters. Pistol formation, trips to the far side, right single near side to the left, and we have movement along the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be a neutral zone infraction or a false start against EWC. It's going to be an offside here against Allen.
Offside penalty against Allen.
So back-to-back penalties, 1 for each team. And it moves the ball back now to the 35-yard line to make it second down and a long 6 for EWC. Or more like 7 at the 35. Branch in the pistol, trips to the far side right, single to the near side left. Behind him is Hugie. 10 on the play clock now, 9 and 8. 7 and 6, 5 and 4. Tigers have got to hurry. 3, 2, 1. Here is the snap. Handoff. Hugie coming over to the near side right. Steps back inside 40 to the 45-yard line. What an individual effort there by Deshaun Hugie. First down for EWC out to the 44-yard line of Edward Waters.
Make sure 48 still has his knees because Hugie put a move on him. My knee buckled on that one, Josh. That's what kind of move that was.
Yeah, Andrew Curry got his legs broken there by Deshaun Hugie. Woo. Just a true freshman there. Man, and the coaching staff extremely excited about his growth.
And, they barely got that off. I was kind of curious. They got that off with probably 0.5 left on that play clock.
First and 10 for Edward Waters after the Hugie run out to the 44-yard line of the Tigers. Here's the snap. Branch back to pass. Looking right. Will take a shot. Right side. Got a man open. Catch made at the 20. Falls backwards. Gets inside the 20-yard line. He'll go down to around the 16-yard line, 17-yard line. Tiberius Horn, the sophomore from Miami, moved the chains for a Tiger first down.
And he had to wait on that one too, John. I mean, Branch was so smooth and calm with that. I mean, I wish he almost would have put a little more into it. I think he would have caught him in stride. That's how beat the receiver had him on that one.
First and 10 for Edward Waters. Edward Waters back in the wing stop red zone. A ball will be spotted at the 17-yard line. A 39-yard reception for Tiberius Horn. First and 10 at the Yellow Jacket 17. Pistol formation. 9 on the play clock now. 8 and 7. 6 and 5. 4 seconds. 3 seconds. 2 seconds. Here's the snap. Looking, swings it out near side, catch made. That's Kevion Jones. Jones at the 20-yard line, spins back inside. He lost a couple of yards, gets back to the 21-yard line.
Pass play to Kevion Jones.
Play looked a little bit discombobulated at the start of that play. And a loss of about 3 yards on that play, or 4 yards on that play to make it second down and 14 for Edward Waters.
I almost wish you would have just taken the delay of game on that one and lose 5 yards and still get another first down. Instead, you lose 3, and now it's 2nd and 13.
Second down and 13 for Edward Waters at the 21-yard line of Allen. Pistol formation. Takes the snap. Turn in hand to Hugie. Hugie coming over the left side now. Gets back to the original line of scrimmage. A gain of 4 on the play to make it 3rd and 10.
For Edward Waters, tackle made by Natwan Brinson for Allen.
They'll mark it at the 17-yard line to make it 3rd down and 10 for the Tigers.
Ball at the 17.
EWC trying to respond to the Allen touchdown on their opening touchdown possession.
Yellow Jackets.
See if the Tigers can capitalize on this one. A 3rd down and 9 at the 16. A lineup in the pistol. 4 receivers set. 3 left, single far side to the right. Now puts the receiver in motion. Takes the snap. Looking, keeper for Branch. Branch gets back to the line of scrimmage. Got to the 15-yard line. Makes it now 4th down and about 7 for Edward Waters.
Richard Hayes there with that tackle was not fooled by the RPO there. Stayed with the quarterback the entire way.
Field goal unit comes on for EWC. Angel Sevier onto the field to attempt his first field goal of the afternoon. Last time, Edward Waters called a timeout. Went for it on 4th down. Turned into a 32-yard touchdown reception for Matthew Wilkerson.
About, 15, 20 yards closer on this one. Feel a lot better with this attempt than the previous one.
32-yard field goal attempt out of the hold of Dale George Jr. Snap spot, kick, it's up, it's on the way, and it is good. 7:17 remaining at third quarter from Jacksonville's First Coast High School. Edward Waters goes to 31-14 over the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. We'll take a timeout, come back with more Tiger football after this on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Majesty is a premium health and wellness tea line focused on bringing delicious yet healthy tea blends to the community. Filled with an abundance of vitamins and antioxidants, we work to blend teas with exotic spices and fruits to produce scrumptious and wholesome beverages. So check us out at mymajesties.com. That's MYMAJE.
32-yard field goal attempt good for Angel Sevier. Extends the Tiger lead to 31-14 with 7:17 remaining here in the third quarter. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you from the Shipyard at First Coast High School here in Ocean Way. Here is the kick. High and end over end. It'll be taken from the 4. Across the 5, across the 10, across the 15. Go to the far side. He'll be hit and cut down across the 20, out to the 21-yard line. And that is where the Yellow Jackets will go 1st and 10. Cortland Faison in on the stop there for EWC. Trevino Jones on the return there for the Yellow Jackets. Well, Brian Reynolds' situation for EWC, defensively, they've got to find a way to lock down that middle because Allen, in fits and starts, but down the stretch there in that first half and early here in the second half, they've exploited that middle.
Yeah, I'd be curious to hear, and hopefully it doesn't burn them, but I'm curious to hear from the coaches later the decision to not put more pressure than what they're putting. I guess maybe that's just showing a lot of respect for the offensive front of Allen.
Here's the snap, swing pass, near side pass is complete. A couple of Tigers get there, bring him down after a gain of a couple. As Daquan Brown makes the reception. Kennard Boogie Mahone in the stop for EWC, a gain of maybe 2 on the play. They'll get it out to the 23-yard line.
Mahone on the tackling for EWC.
2nd down and 8 for the Yellow Jackets with the ball spotted at the 23-yard line. 6:44 and counting. Third quarter, Tigers on top 31-14. In the gun is Schumann. 4 wide this time. He'll take the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Schumann looking. Schumann flush. Now rolls over to the left side now. Throws got a man wide open. Catches made at the 30-yard line. 35 out to the 40-yard line along that far sideline. Jacob Pennington, the safety valve, making the reception and a first down for the Yellow Jackets.
Hey, Schumann's offensive line is doing a great job of protecting him, giving him plenty of time to see the entire field. I mean, they're doing a great job of double teaming the right guy, I should say, the right Tiger.
1st and 10 for the Yellow Jackets out to the 39-yard line of Allen. Empty backfield again for Schumann. They go 5 wide, trips to the near side right, Twins far side to the left, Tigers rushing 3. He'll take the snap. Schumann back to pass, looking down the middle. Pass is complete. Getting down and making the catch at the 42-yard line is Ashton Duncan. He's hit and stopped there by Cameron McLean. Gain of maybe 3 on the play. 2nd down and 7 for the Yellow Jackets. Clock runs, 5:40 left to go, third quarter. Tigers on top 31-14. Both teams have scored to begin their opening drives of the third quarter. A touchdown pass for Allen and a 32-yard field goal for EWC. Empty backfield again for Schumann. 5 wide, trips to the near side right, Twins far side left. Tigers again rushing 3 here. On 2nd and 7, he'll take the snap. Back to pass. Schumann throwing over the middle. Pass incomplete. Had a man open, Daquan Brown. And just short hop that one incomplete.
I thought that might have got deflected up front.
Third down and 7 for a first down for Allen.
So here's a big 3rd down here for the EWC defense. From their own 42. Clock stops with 5:17 left to go here, third quarter. Gorgeous afternoon for college football here on Jacksonville's North Side. Homecoming 2019 and the inaugural AME football class. Both teams fighting for the Bishop's Trophy. Empty backfield here for Schumann. He'll take the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Looking near side, throwing. Got a man open pass. Oh, incomplete. Great tackle there. Jalen Thomas in on the stop once again, as well as Darian Hall.
Pass play intended for Brown.
Hall with a nice hit.
By Darian Hall.
Separate the receiver from the ball. Second time we've seen a defender for EWC do that. Those guys coached up really well by the defensive backs coach.
Darian Hall, the sophomore defensive back from Jacksonville, played his high school ball at Terry Parker High School. He transferred from Bethune-Cookman. And defensive backs coach Rod Prime Harris on the sideline. Definitely happy with the effort his secondary gave on that drive. Here is the snap. Here's the punt from Sherling. High spiraling punt. Boogie will take it from the 24. Coming into the near side. Got a wall to the 30, to the 35, outside the number to the 40. 45. Midfield on his feet to the 45, to the 40. 35. Out to the 30-yard line. Inside the 35-yard line. They'll mark him down at around the 32-yard line. Great return for Boogie and great field position for Edward Waters once again.
And a clean field. You know, whenever you have that kind of run, I'm looking around to see if there was a flag anywhere, but the special teams unit did a good job. I saw a couple of guys get real close to wanting to push some people in the back. But, you know, the rule says if you see a guy's name or the back of his jersey, let him go. And so credit to the special teams unit for recognizing that and avoiding what could have been a penalty that would have ruined this great run back.
A 56-yard punt return for Kennard Boogie Mahone puts the Tigers in great field position. 1st and 10 from the Allen 32. Split backs to either side of Branch in the shotgun formation. 3 receivers set. Twins to the front side right, single to the near side left. 8 seconds, 7 and 6 seconds on the play clock now. 5 and 4. Tigers get set. 3, 2, 1. Branch takes the snap. Back to pass. Looking right, throwing. Pass is incomplete. Great defensive play there. Bracketing that receiver was Corey King, the sophomore linebacker, and looks like he played some pretty good defensive back there to break that one up. Bring up 2nd and 10 now for the Tigers, from the Yellow Jacket 32. 4 minutes and 56 seconds remaining here. Third quarter, Tigers on top 31-14. Shotgun formation for Rashard Branch. Split backs to either side of him. Twin receivers to the far side right. Isolated near side to the left is Tiberius Horn. That's Johnson slot to the right and Beeks, the wide receiver, over to the far side right. Sends it back out of the backfield now. Takes a snap. Swings it out. Far side catch is made. Stepping back inside. Getting inside the 30. Out to the 29-yard line is Spencer Carter. Carter, the sophomore running back out of Sarasota and Booker High School. They make it 3rd down and about 4 on the play.
And so, Josh, even though we've seen Deshaun Hughes out on the field this entire quarter, he's only ran the ball 1 time, if I'm not mistaken, thus far.
Yep, 3rd and 7, I should say, from the 29-yard line of Allen. Shotgun formation for Branch, split back side to side. Twin receivers near side right, single far side left. 15 on the play clock now. Now they'll stop, get the adjustment from head coach Greg Ruffin, and set to go. 8 seconds on the play clock now. 7 and 6, 5 and 4. 3, 2, 1. Branch calls for the snap, takes the snap. Back to passes Branch. Stepping up in the pocket, now rolls over to the right side now. Branch will throw, passes incomplete. There is a flag throw. There's a flag thrown by the referee. They're looking at the Allen sideline. Listen, this one looks like this one might go against Edward Waters.
And, you know, he had a receiver that this time he actually had a receiver that ran with him as he scrambled. Had a receiver that decided to run down the field, and I thought he was going to take a chance on laying this one out there. I thought he had some room, but he didn't want to try it, and he went underneath.
Holding the call against Edward Waters will cost him 10 yards. Backs the ball up to now the Allen 39-yard line. They make it 3rd down and long. 3rd down and it looks like 17 from here.
39-yard line.
Clock stops with 4 minutes remaining here. 3rd quarter. Tigers on top 31-14.
About 17 for a 1st down.
Tigers trying to get some communication together as receivers not sure where to line up. Looks like everything is all set to go here.
Matthew Wilkerson checked in. He is in the slot there, so watch out for the big fella.
And head coach Greg Ruffin will call a timeout. So the Tigers call a timeout. We'll go ahead and do the same. 4 minutes remaining at third quarter. Edward Waters 31, Allen 14. Let's take time out here on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM.
The human voice has always connected audiences with experiences. Major brands all across America have trusted Kever's voice time and time again. Conversational, powerhouse, intelligent, and sincere. That's the voice you need for your creative marketing process. KeaversVoice.com. Kever's Voice, Kever's Voice, KeversVoice.com. Always on, all the time.
4 minutes remaining, third quarter. Edward Waters 31, Allen University 14 in this inaugural AME Football Classic and Homecoming 2019 for the Tigers of Edward Waters College. A big third down and 17 for Edward Waters from the Allen University 39-yard line. Rashard Branch in the offense back onto the field. They'll line up in the gun. Deshaun Hughey, the backside guard left. Trip receivers near side left, single receiver far side to the right. Ten seconds now, 9 seconds and 8 seconds, 7 seconds and 6 seconds, 5 seconds on the play clock, 4 seconds. 3, Branch takes the snap, back to pass, stepping up in the pocket, throwing, down the seam, it's nearly brought in and incomplete. Out of the outstretched arms of Tiberius Horn, it falls incomplete, brings up fourth down, and we'll see what head coach Greg Ruffin decides to do.
Horn was wide open right there. I'm not really sure why Branch didn't get that ball. I mean, I didn't think there wasn't any extra pressure up the middle on him. He just didn't get enough on it, didn't step into it all the way.
So Edward Waters cannot capitalize on the great field position off of the punt return from Kennard Boogie Mahone, and the Tigers will punt this one away. As Angel Sevier comes on to punt his third punt of the afternoon. Third punt of the afternoon for Sevier. Sevier stands at around his own 46-yard line. Trevino Jones on the return for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. He stands at his own 10. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. High hanging punt. It will bounce and it will check up and it'll be down inside the 2. Great job there by Angel Sevier in getting down the football. I believe that was
Brandon Mercer, I think. I think it was 22. At first, I wasn't sure Mercer saw the ball. And then his teammate.
Brandon Mercer and Anthony Williams into down that football.
Yeah. Great job by those guys. But great punt, outstanding punt to get that ball up there, and the way it just kind of just went dead right there at about the, 5-yard line is where it first bounced?
First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets from their own 2-yard line. Schumann will go under center. All-set I formation, or check that. Yep, it will be an all-set I formation.
This would be a great spot for the defense to bring it.
Here's the snap. Hand off to the back. Runs into a purple wall. Might have gotten a gain of a yard, maybe 2 on the play. Out to the 4-yard line.
Yeah, again, Josh, I think this would be a great spot to bring a little bit of pressure here. Bring more than 3. Just, you never know. You might force a turnover, a fumble, might even get a safety in this spot. This is an opportunity to turn the defense loose. I feel like coach has been kind of holding the defense back a little bit. Just turn them loose.
Jermaine Alston on the carry, a gain of a couple out to the 4-yard line, second down, and we'll call it 8. Under center goes Schumann. Alston right behind him in the offset I formation. Takes the snap. There is movement by the right tackle.
Yeah, right tackle, right guard, one of those 2 guys. Didn't get set fast enough.
Big number 77, Devontae Johnson, the 6'1", 334-pound right tackle out of Savannah and Jenkins High. Guilty of the false start, and it will back the Yellow Jackets up to the 2-yard line on the half distance to the goal penalty. Make it second down and about 10 from there. 2:58 left to go here, third quarter. Tigers on top, 31-14 if you're just joining us on XL 92.5 FM and the Black College Sports Network. Under center goes Schumann. Puts a back in motion, he'll take the snap. Turn and hand to the back, runs into a purple wall, and he will be pushed back.
Yeah, first hit at about the 1-yard line, actually, is where he first got hit. They gave him a few extra yards, but honestly, he was first hit at about the 1-yard line.
Jalen Thomas and Jonathan Thomas combined on the stop there for EWC. Actually, check that, Colby Wilcox. And on the stop there for Edward Waters. Loss of a half yard on the play. Now check that. They'll say no gain on the play, so no gain on the play. Ball stays at the 2-yard line.
Yeah. I was surprised they gave him that. When you said the 3, I was surprised they gave him that far.
The lineup in the gun is Schumann. Schumann standing about 4 yards deep in his own end zone. Shotgun formation, 3 wide. Twins left, single near side right. He'll take the snap. Back to pass to Schumann. Swings it out near side. Pass completed, but call it incomplete. Great job of lowering the boom. Darian Hall getting in there and breaking that pass up intended for Tyrese Riley.
Great stop. A great 3-and-out opportunity there for the defense.
Correction, Darian Hall on the breakup for Edward Waters.
So the Yellow Jackets will punt this one away. Yaroslav Sherling standing 9 yards deep in his own end zone. Kennard Boogie Mahone stands at around the Yellow Jacket 38-yard line.
I'm going to call it, Josh. I got a feeling about this punt return right here. If he puts enough air under it, I got a feeling about this one.
Boogie's come close. Here's the snap. Here's the punt. High hanging punt. Boogie will watch it bounce, and it'll be picked up by Boogie, and he'll be tackled in Yellow Jacket territory. He'll be tackled at the 51-yard line. Considering the situation, that's a pretty good job of flipping the field there by Yaroslav Sherling for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, definitely. It was a nice punt. He didn't put too much air under it, just enough to give his guys a chance to get down there quickly. Got a score update for you, Josh. Got a score update from Orangeburg, South Carolina, with 1:08 left in the fourth. After giving up a 35-24 lead, the Rattlers of Florida A&M have regained the lead, 42-38 over South Carolina
That would
State.
be a big victory.
1:08.
Big victory for Florida A&M if they can get it up there at Bulldog Stadium in Orangeburg, South Carolina. That's been a little shop of horrors up there for the Rattlers for the past few years.
A few, more like a couple of decades, it feels like.
First and 10 for the Tigers from their own 49. Takes a snap. Handoff near side to Sean Hugie. Hugie to the 45. Cut down at around the 44-yard line. Nice carry there for Deshaun Hugie. A gain of maybe 6-7 yards there on first down.
And this is where the offense is at their best. This young man, I mean, he was averaging, 13 yards per carry at the end of the first half. And we definitely want to see him get more involved here.
Creeping closer to back-to-back 100-yard rushing efforts for Deshaun Hugie. Second down. Here's the snap. Handoff. Hugie going over the right side. Now it's going to have the first down out to the 40-yard line. Deshaun Hugie with a gain of 5 and a first down for EWC. That will move the chains.
He did a great job of showing some patience, because when he first hit the first group of Allen defenders, he was actually 2 yards behind the line of scrimmage, and then managed to show a little patience and find the lane and pick up that first down. That was an outstanding run.
58, 57, 56 seconds remaining. Third quarter. Tigers on top 31-14. In the gun is Branch. He'll take the shotgun snap. Hands off to Hugie. Going over the right side. Now Hugie cut down. Lost the football late, but they'll say he was down.
Yeah.
Lost the football at the 34-yard line as he went to the ground. Came out late, but the referees blow the play dead. Tigers will still have possession. Second down and about 4 from the 34-yard line of the Yellow Jackets. Clock winds with under 30 seconds left to go here in this third quarter. Tigers on top 31-14, looking to get their first victory of 2019. Shotgun formation for Branch. Single receivers to the near side. Single receivers to either side of the formation. Tight end wing to the left.
They don't have to snap this. Looking at the play clock and the clock, they could decide to just let this wind down, and I think that I saw Coach Ruffin. He's got 4 fingers up. I think they're ready to go to the fourth.
Absolutely. 4 fingers along the home sideline. Can the Tigers finish the deal? We go to the fourth here in Jacksonville. Edward Waters 31, Allen University 14. We'll take a timeout, begin the fourth quarter after this as you're watching Tiger Football on the Black College Sports Network and listening to Tiger Football on XL 92.5 FM.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods? The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And in 2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
We go to the fourth. Tigers on top, 31-14. Branch takes the snap, turns, hands to the back. That is Hugie. Hugie lowers his shoulder. He'll be tackled at the 30-yard line.
Oh, they're saying
that said ball came out late, and the Yellow Jackets recover. Yellow Jackets recovering a fumble. The ball ripped away and taken by, I believe, Nigel McCullum for the Yellow Jackets. And Allen takes over. They have it 1st and 10 from their own 30-yard line.
Not the start to the fourth quarter that we were hoping for.
For a squad that's been coughing the ball up so many times this season, cannot afford to have any let-ups. And the Tigers let their foot off the gas just a little bit there with that turnover. Still on top, 31-14. New quarterback in the game for the Yellow Jackets is Karan Johnson. Checks in for Allen, the Miami, Florida native, out of Miami Edison High School. He'll take this, a low snap, still fumbling with it. He'll have to eat that one in the backfield.
Did he recover it yet, or
or
is it still
with the
down
ball
there?
recovered,
No,
the ball
that's a
fell on the
turnover.
ground, and Edward Waters recovers.
Never picked it up, never got it up.
Colby Wilcox with the fumble recovery for EWC.
Give number 47.
37, Colby Wilcox in on the recovery for the Tigers.
Well, I was going to say, it was Cedric Lewis, I thought, that got in there, and his speed getting off that right edge is what really made that a tough gather there for Karan Johnson.
So the Tigers recover the fumble. They have it 1st and 10. Offense back on the field, 1st and 10 at the 22-yard line. So the offense struggles on the previous play. Defense comes in, cleans up, gets the fumble. Tigers have it 1st and 10 at the Allen 22-yard line. Going from left to right, leading 31-14. Branch in the gun. Single receivers to either side, tight end wing to the right. Takes the snap. Handoff. That's Devontae Bryant. Bryant is hit and swallowed up in the backfield. Loss on the play, backed it up to the 26-27-yard line.
Ball be set at the 27.
Yeah, I noticed with Bryant coming in. It probably was a result maybe of the Hugie fumble.
And it has gone final in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Florida A&M with the 42-38 victory over South Carolina State. A big victory for the Rattlers of Florida A&M. At least one team from Tallahassee wins a football game today. Not talking about that other team from Tallahassee struggling up there in Clemson, South Carolina. 2nd and long, ball for Edward Waters, ball at the 26-yard line. Pistol formation here for Branch. He'll take the snap. Fakes the handoff. Looking, throwing over the middle. Catch made, Quentin Bisbee. Bisbee down to the 2-yard line. Quentin Bisbee, the true freshman from Jacksonville and the Episcopal School of Jacksonville. And a first down for EWC. 1st and goal at the 2.
Beautiful play action there. Nice pass there by Branch.
Quinlan Bisbee
24-yard pass play for the Tigers.
with the reception, 1st and goal for the Tigers. Tigers in the wing stop red zone. Pistol formation, Devontae Truck Bryant right behind Branch. It'll be a keeper for Branch. Branch going over left guard. Gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Edward Waters. Touchdown for the Tigers. They extend the lead to 37-14 with 13:25 remaining here in the fourth. Angel Sevier coming on for the extra point here for EWC. They capitalize on the fumble recovery from Colby Wilcox and take it into the end zone for the touchdown. Snap, spot, kick up on the way. Sevier's extra point is perfect. 13:25 remaining fourth quarter from Jacksonville. Edward Waters 38, Allen University 14. We'll take timeout. Back with more Tiger football here on the Black College Sports Network and XL 92.5 FM.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Dr. Deshauna Brown, Mr. Randolph Mitchell, Mr. Mandrake Miller, Mr. Jeffrey Pierce, and A.D. Paul Bryant would like to thank you, everyone, for attending the AME Classic and supporting your Edward Waters College Tigers. Thank you so much, fans.
Back here in Jacksonville on the Black College Sports Network and 1010XL 92.5 FM. Tigers on top 38-14. A 2-yard rushing touchdown for quarterback Rashard Branch extends the lead for the Purple and Orange here in Jacksonville. Sevier has it teed up at the 35-yard line, approaches the ball. Here is the right footish kick. High and end over end. It'll be taken by the Yellow Jackets from the 4. Across the 5, out to the 10-yard line. Across the 15, coming over to the near side to the 20-yard line. 25 to the 30-yard line. Breaks the tackle, 35 to the 40. 45, and he will go out of bounds. We'll see what they mark it. They'll mark it in Tiger territory. They'll spot the football at the Edward Waters 45-yard line. It's a nice return there by Tyrese Riley on the return for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University.
Tyrese Riley on the kickoff return.
But there is a flag on the play.
Ball got across the 50, but there is a flag on the play.
Illegal block in the back against the Yellow Jackets.
Illegal block
So
against
wipes off
Allen.
the big return there for Riley.
The penalty will take the ball back.
And the Yellow Jackets will scrimmage from their own 36-yard line.
Yellow Jackets territory.
Josh, I want to take a second to give a shout out to Ms. Valen Souls on Twitter. Glad you're able to find us. Thanks for watching.
Enjoying homecoming 2019 and the inaugural AME Football Classic between these two historic universities. Allen University from Columbia, South Carolina, and of course, our very own Edward Waters College here in Jacksonville. Offense for the Yellow Jackets back on the field. Karan Johnson back in the game at quarterback for the Yellow Jackets. He'll line up in the gun and he'll take the snap. Handoff to the back. Coming over here to the near side. Tigers have that one hemmed in. They're going to bring him down in the backfield. It'll give maybe a loss of a half yard on the play. As that was Alston on the carry. We'll see who comes in and make that tackle. But it's Pernell Sylvester coming in making that tackle for Edward Waters, the freshman linebacker from P.K. Young High School down there in Newberry.
Allen tackled by Pernell Sylvester of Edward Waters.
They'll say a loss of about a half yard on the play. Second down, we'll still call it 10 from around the 36-yard line. Shotgun formation for Johnson. One backside guard to his right. 3 receiver set. Tight end wing to the right. Takes the snap. Rolling over to the right side now. Johnson rolling. Johnson will tuck and run. Johnson across the 40. Johnson goes out of bounds short of the first down. They mark it at the 45-yard line. He might be a yard short of the first down.
So if I had to guess, Josh, I would say Johnson is more of the runner of the 2 quarterbacks for Allen. And I don't know why you went away from Schumann other than to maybe give Johnson some time. I didn't think Schumann did that bad unless he's injured and we're just not aware of it.
Johnson 6'1", 191 from Miami. Takes a snap. Handoff to the back. Rolls over the right side. It's got the first down barely. Nice open field tackle there for Colby Wilcox. Or check that Cedric Lewis in on the stop for EWC. But a first down there for the Yellow Jackets. They got up to the 47-yard line. 12:03 remaining here, fourth quarter. Tigers on top 38-14. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets. They go from the gun. Tight end wing to the right. 4 receiver set. Twin receivers to either side of the formation. Tigers will rush for 3. Takes a high snap. Back to pass to Johnson. Johnson flush, rolling over to the right side. Now will step, throw, far side pass complete at the 40-yard line of Edward Waters, and a first down for the Yellow Jackets. Pass complete out to Joshua Vaughn. 6'3", 202-pound junior from Fairburn, Georgia, and Georgia Military Academy. First and 10 for the Yellow Jackets at the Edward Waters 40-yard line. Stick around for the Sam's Club post-game report, stats, facts, and figures from this contest, and hopefully a happy ride home and a first victory for EWC this season.
A lot of folks in blue and gold on the other side from us, Josh, making their way to the lot to go tailgate or get ready for that trip home.
Nice 6-hour ride up 95 and over on 20. Here's the snap. Rolls over to the left side now. We'll tuck and we'll run. This is Johnson. Johnson gets inside the 35. Will be go out of bounds at the 32-yard line. Ron Johnson out of Miami Edison High School. He makes a return back to his home state. Gain of about 7-8 yards on the play. 2nd and 2 from the 32. Johnson in the gun, one backside guard to his right. Four receiver set, twin side to side of the formation. Johnson will take the snap. Back to pass. Johnson in the pocket all day to throw. Rolls over to the right side. Now Johnson throws. Got a man open. Incomplete. Threw it behind his intended receiver, Jacob Bennington. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
And I think we're seeing, and you can see the biggest difference between Schumann and Johnson in that play, where nothing has changed for Allen. The offensive line is still doing a great job. EWC still only rushing 3. But when Schumann has that time, he's finding his receivers, whereas Johnson doesn't appear as comfortable. And, you know, whether it's like, hey, I trust my legs a little bit more. And then when he does start to scramble and somebody gets open, it's like, okay, I got to find somebody.
3rd down and 2 now for the Yellow Jackets from the Edward Waters 32-yard line. Johnson in the gun, one backside guard to his right. 4 receiver set, twin stacked on the side of the formation. He'll take the snap. Back to pass to Johnson. Johnson looking, throwing far side. It is nearly picked off.
Oh, my goodness. That's another 10.
Cedric Lewis nearly picking that one off.
I thought he was gone. I thought he caught that and was ready to go up the field on that one, Josh. Man.
Lewis, the 5'11", 205-pound junior, nearly with the 2nd interception of his career. The junior from Lauderhill, Florida, and Piper High School down in South Florida.
You don't get too many gifts like that. You got to take advantage of those when they come to you.
Let's see, Jalen Thomas owes me push-ups, and now Cedric Lewis owes me push-ups.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
I'm keeping a running count. 4th and 2.
Get that up. Put that on Twitter, Josh.
Absolutely.
Put that on Twitter.
From the 32. Shotgun formation for Johnson. He'll take the snap. Hand out to the back. Rolls over the right side. Got the 1st down and more inside the 25. And he'll be cut down at the 23-yard line. Corinthian Cunningham on the carry. Moves the chains for a 1st down.
Hey, if nothing else, I have come away really impressed with Allen's offensive line. They have done a great job in this game. I mean, you know, they have really opened up some nice lanes, and they provided some great protection to their quarterbacks.
Again, a 2nd-year program out of Columbia, South Carolina. Roster littered with freshmen and sophomores at key positions.
Yeah, and they say that's where if you're going to build a team, you might as well build from the inside to the edges. I mean, if you're going to build it the right way, and Allen, it seems like, may have done that.
So the Tigers call a timeout. We'll go ahead and do the same with 10:08 remaining here in the 4th quarter. It's Edward Waters 38, Allen University 14. Let's take timeout as you're listening to Tiger Football on 1010XL 92.5 FM and watching Tiger Football on the Black College Sports Network.
Can one girl in a small town, an architect in a major city, and a suburban high school coach shape the future of the United States? Yes, they can. Because every 10 years, the census gives us that power. You can shape your future by responding to the 2020 census. Where do we need new roads to make our lives easier? Where will new school programs help our children thrive? Where could a new health clinic benefit neighborhoods?
Back here in
The 2020 census will inform these decisions and shape how billions of dollars will be distributed to communities like yours each year. And
Ron Johnson works on the gun. One backside guard to his right is Corinthian Cunningham. A 4 receiver set takes a snap. Back to pass to Johnson looking, throwing. Over the pass, incomplete. There is a flag, however. Pass intended for Corinthian Cunningham on the wheel route. There is a flag thrown. It's going to be a holding call against Allen. Holding the call against the Yellow Jackets will cost them 10 yards. Backs the ball up to now the Edward Waters 33-yard line. 10:03 remaining, 4th quarter. Tigers on top 38-14. EWC back in action next Saturday as they welcome the defending champions of the SIAC, the Golden Bears of Miles College. Kickoff at 6 o'clock p.m. Watch the contest on the Black College Sports Network, and of course we'll have it here on 1010XL 92.5 FM.
Will there be any Rough and Bowl 1 shirts being made, Josh? I'm curious.
It's possible. Snap to Johnson. Back to pass. Rolls over to the right. Now goes over to the right side now. Looking has got room to the 25-yard line and goes out of bounds. Johnson was corralled in the backfield. Just showed that escapability and found some room to the far side right.
He is certainly elusive, if nothing else.
Johnson on the run. Gets the ball up to the 23.
They'll mark it at the 23-yard line. Make it 2nd down and 10.
Although I'm sure Coach Keaton would have preferred that he had made that throw because the throw was there. Give the ball to your skill guys. Let them make the moves, and you live to see another down.
2nd and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets. Ball back to the 23-yard line of Edward Waters. Shotgun formation for Johnson, 5 wide this time. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Johnson. Johnson rolling over to the left side now. Johnson throwing over the middle. Incomplete. Nearly taken in by Colby Wilcox for EWC.
Incomplete pass intended for Ashton Duncan.
Ashton Duncan, the intended receiver. Incomplete. Colby Wilcox to break that one up. 3rd down and 10 now for the Yellow Jackets.
3rd and 10 from the 23-yard line, EWC. Allen knocking at the door.
Ball at the 23-yard line. Clock stops with 9:09 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Appears to be a happy homecoming here for EWC. In the gun is Johnson. 1 backside guard to his right. 4 receiver set, 3 left single, far side right. Tigers rushing 4. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Johnson. Johnson looking. Johnson flush. Johnson rolling over to the right side. Now Johnson gets outside. Johnson throws. It is incomplete. Threw across his body. Had a man open at the 1-yard line, but absolutely dropped the football. Johnson showing that escapability once again there, Brian. Found a man wide open down the seam, and he just dropped the football.
What I was going to say, Josh, what do you think the defensive line finds more frustrating? Not being able to get to Schumann or running around chasing Johnson all day, getting like within an arm's or a hand's reach and then losing him?
I'll take both for 500. This is absolutely a frustrating last part of this contest here for this EWC defense. It seems like Allen, they've got Johnson corralled in the backfield, and they're just not able to get their hands on him. There is an injured Tiger over on that far sideline. It appears to be Terran Quarles. Quarles, the junior transfer defensive end in his first contest of the 2019 season. Transfer from Johnson C. Smith University up in Charlotte. As the injured Tiger attended to by the EWC training staff. While they take a look at Quarles, we'll take a timeout. 8:58 remaining, 4th quarter. Edward Waters 38, Allen University 14. We'll take a timeout. Back with more Tiger football after this on the Black College Sports Network and 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Black College Sports Network is proud to partner with ComputerRatings.com. That's COMPUGHTER Ratings.com for the upcoming college football season. ComputerRatings.com delivers rankings, game predictions, and statistics for hundreds of professional and collegiate teams. The key feature of ComputerRatings.com is the Versus Sports Simulator, which allows users to simulate any possible matchup and view the predicted scores along with a side-by-side stats analysis.
Quarles walking off the field under his own power, no worse for the wear. Yellow Jackets have it 4th and 10 at the Edward Waters 23-yard line with 8:58 remaining. In the 4th quarter, Edward Waters leading 38-14. Shotgun formation for Johnson. 1 backside guard to his right is Cesarian Tucker. Takes the snap. Back to pass. Stepping up in the pocket is Johnson. Johnson is going to tuck and run. Johnson will be hit. Johnson will be brought down. Brought down short of the first down. Great job by Matthew McDougal getting off a block, making a tackle, and it'll be a turnover on downs for EWC.
Now, that's one of those plays where if Johnson would have called his own number very early in that play, he would have had a first down. But I think he tried to go through the progression, and, 5 seconds later, he decided to take off. But initially, if he would have taken off, he would have had that first down because the middle was wide open.
Tiger offense back on the field now with 8:49 remaining. 4th quarter, Edward Waters on top 38-14. Tigers scoring their most points in a contest this season. Well on our way to victory number 1 of 2019.
great start to the second half of the season, I would say.
Branch in the gun. They'll take the snap. Handoff. Devontae Bryant. Bryant breaking tackles. He will be hit in the backfield, leaned his way close to the original line of scrimmage. They'll back it up to the 16-yard line for a loss of a yard.
You know, this is Bryant's opportunity with the first unit to really showcase. And, you know, he's having a little trouble getting going right now. I don't know, you know, if that's a product of just Allen's defense or the offensive line or what, but not much success early.
Branch in the gun. Bryant the backside guard to his left. Single receivers to either side of the formation. 2 tight ends in the wing to the right. On the second down, we'll call it 10, back to the 15. Yellow Jackets creeping at the line. I'll take the snap. Handoff. This is Devontae Bryant. Bryant coming over here to the near side right. Found a little bit of a hole. Breaks a tackle. Gets across the 20 out to the 23-yard line. Nice individual effort there by Devontae Truck Bryant.
Yes, sir. Wait, now that's the kind of run you want to see. Shake off the first contact, blow through it, and keep trucking. Great job.
They call him Truck. 5'5", 205-pound true freshman out of Cincinnati, Ohio, and Deer Park High School. On the carry there for EWC. 3rd and a yard out to the 24-yard line. Branch in the gun. Single receivers to either side. Bryant, the backside guard to the right. 10 on the play clock now. 9 and 8. 7 and 6. Branch surveys the Yellow Jacket defense, takes the snap. Back to pass, looking, throwing, far side, incomplete. Miscommunication. Ball went inside. There was a ball thrown well over the head of anyone, and it'll bring up 4th down and a yard.
But more importantly, the question is, why throw?
Right.
I can't imagine
Right.
that. And then you're looking down, I can't imagine that's what Coach Ruffin called.
And the Tiger offense is still on the field on this 4th down and a yard, and now the punting unit comes on.
Yeah, that wasn't a I definitely have a feeling that wasn't a Coach Ruffin approved decision by Mr. Branch. I'm not sure what he saw, but he and his receiver on that left side were not on the same page. And more importantly, though, 3rd and 1, long one, keep the clock running. Run the ball, even if they stop you, you know. But I guess that's part of the growing and maturation that every young quarterback has to go through at the college level.
Delay of game now against EWC. Tigers having a hard time getting guys onto the field. It'll cost them 5 yards. Make Angel Sevier's job a little bit harder. Trevino Jones stands now at around his own 43-yard line. Sevier punting from inside his own 5 at the 4. Here is the snap. Sevier's punt. High, short punt.
Shanked it.
It went off the side of his foot. Felt some pressure there from the Allen rushers, and head coach Greg Ruffin
35.
looking
30.
to
Wow, yeah.
They'll spot at the 30-yard line of EWC. Head coach Greg Ruffin looking to get a roughing or running into the punter penalty, and he is not happy with the officials on that play.
I didn't even see that the kicker had run into it. It was not blocked. That was just a shake. There was a little bit of pressure coming on his left side, but that was just a shake punt. Very surprising for a young man who's had a good day punting the ball.
The Yellow Jackets take up shop. 1st and 10 at the Edward Waters 30-yard line. 7:03 remaining, 4th quarter. Tigers on top, 38-14. Karan Johnson works from the gun. 1 backside guard to his right. 3 receiver set. 2 right, single near side to the left. Takes a low snap, gets away from him, and Johnson will have to eat this one out at around the 41-yard line.
Wow, that's going to be a loss of about 11 or 12 yards. About an 11-yard loss on a bad snap.
Rough snap there by the center, Joey Kempson Jr. The ball is backed up to the 41-yard line of Edward Waters. In the gun is Johnson. 1 backside guard right. 3 receiver set. 2 right single to the near side left. He'll take the snap. Fakes the handoff. Play action. Rolls over to the right side now. Flush. He'll be hit. Lost the football. Tigers have got it. There he goes, Cedric Lewis. Lewis is down at the 41-yard line of Allen. could not get the interception, gets the fumble recovery, scoops it, and takes it into Yellow Jacket territory.
No push-ups for you, Mr. Lewis. You just made up for yourself with that one. No push-ups for you. We'll give you a break on that one.
We'll reduce his push-ups from 10 to 5.
There we go. All right.
He must still pay a penance.
Hardcore, man.
He must pay a penance for a dropped interception.
Okay, I like that. Still got to do some. May not be 10, but you owe me 5 now.
Tigers with the ball once again. 1st and 10 for Edward Waters in at Yellow Jacket territory. They'll spot the football at the Allen 41-yard line. Rashard Branch and the offense back onto the field with 6:15 remaining in the fourth quarter, and the Tigers leading 38-14.
Looks like you got another running back out there. Looks like Spencer Carter, number 36, is back there out on the field now for EWC.
Saw him earlier in the contest to see what happens here. He's the lone setback right behind Branch. Under center goes Branch, single receivers to either side of the formation. Tight end wing to the right. Takes the snap, turn, hand, Carter coming over the near side, runs over a man, gets inside the 40, and goes down at around the 37-yard line.
Now, I'm curious, Josh, if you feel that, this is the kind of moments in the game where you see the first unit still out there. Maybe you start working on the good habits that you want to see for your big contest next week against Miles.
Now, the big thing right now is, see if you can just take this momentum into the game next week. You're taking on the defending SIC champions. Here's a handoff to Carter, and Carter is hit and lifted and pushed back after a loss of a yard on the play, back to the 38-yard line. Seeing if you can take this positive momentum into next week's big contest. You're taking on the defending champions. You know about the story of the two cousins, the head coaches of both teams, and just want to see if you can continue to have a good week of practice as each game gets a little bit more difficult. You've got Miles this week. You've got Kentucky State on the road. They had a big upset win over Jackson State. You come back home against Tuskegee. They've been the class of the SIAC for the past few years. And a rivalry game against Savannah State later on in the year before you end the season on the road against Prairie View A&M.
As challenging as the first half of the season was because of the travel, the second half, because of the opponents, is equally as challenging.
Here's the snap. Branch looking, throwing, near side catch made. Quinlan Bisbee at the 25. Bisbee cut down to the 24-yard line. That'll move the chains for an EWC first down.
Okay, now that was the kind of pass that Branch, if you're going to make that throw, that was a good solid throw to make. Good solid throw.
1st and 10 for the Tigers after the reception for Quinlan Bisbee, the freshman from Episcopal. Clock winds, 4:35 left to go here, fourth quarter. Looks to be a happy homecoming here in Jacksonville for EWC. Branch in the gun, one backside, car right. Single receivers to either side of the formation. Branch now will stop. 5 seconds on the play clock now. 4 and 3. Branch takes the snap. Inside handoff. That's Spencer Carter going over the left side now.
Nice
outside
block.
the number to the 15, to the 10. 5, end zone, touchdown EWC.
Tiberius Horn with a great block to open up Carter on that run. Get a young man what they call like a hockey assist on that one, man. That was a nice block.
Spencer Carter into the end zone adds more insult to injury for the Yellow Jackets of Allen University as the Tigers extend their lead. So now 44-14 with the extra point pending.
And that's the kind of play, Josh. I want to see these guys I want to see guys be excited for that block that Horn made, as equally as excited they are for Carter scoring. Be excited the fact that Horn made a great block. That's when you know this team will turn the corner.
Extra point from Sevier is good. 4:06 remaining fourth quarter here from Jacksonville. Edward Waters 49, Allen University 14. We'll take a break, come back with more Tiger football after this on 1010XL 92.5 FM and the Black College Sports Network.
The Black College Sports Network is proud to partner with ComputerRatings.com. That's COMPUGHTER ratings.com for the upcoming college football season. ComputerRatings.com delivers rankings, game predictions, and statistics for hundreds of professional and collegiate teams. The key feature of ComputerRatings.com is the Versus Sports Simulator, which allows users to simulate any possible matchup and view the predicted scores along with a side-by-side stats analysis. Improve your odds by signing up for a subscription, monthly, semi-yearly, and yearly subscriptions.
Spencer Carter into the end zone for his first career touchdown. The Tigers extend their lead to 45-14 with 4:06 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Angel Sevier set to put total leather here for EWC. Here is the kick, high end over end. It'll be taken from around the 5-yard line. Across the 5, across the 10, across the 15, coming over to the near side to the 20-yard line. Got a bit of a wall, goes out of bounds across the 25, and out to around the 27-yard line. Daquan Brown on the return there for the Yellow Jackets. 3:59 remaining, fourth quarter. Edward Waters 45, Allen University 14.
First and 10, Allen University.
Been a great afternoon for the Tigers of EWC, a much-needed afternoon for the Tigers as losing the first 5 contests of the season, not the way you want to start things, but it looks like a 5-game losing streak and a 9-game losing streak dating back to last year is going to be snapped today.
Yeah, this is the kind of win that is just a reminder that, hey, guys, all the work you've been doing in practice, in the classroom, at home, it's paying off. Now let's keep building.
In the gun is Johnson, one backside guard to his right, brings a receiver in motion now. And a flag is thrown to be a delay of game here against the Yellow Jackets.
Delay of game penalty gets Allen. 5-yard penalty will take the ball back to the 23-yard.
So a 5-yard penalty against Allen will back them up
First and 15.
to the 23-yard line. It'll be first and 15 from there. 3:59 remaining, fourth quarter, 45-14. Edward Waters on top. Johnson in the gun. 3-receiver set, puts a receiver in motion. He'll take the snap. And up to that receiver on the jet sweep. Goes over the right side. Now Tigers have that one simmed in. They're going to bring him down at the line of scrimmage. No gain. That was Jones on the carry. Runs into a purple wall.
Allen University.
Led by Pernell Sylvester. And no gain on the play. Second down and 15. 3:33, 3:32 left to go here, fourth quarter. Again, stick around for the Sam's Club post-game report. We'll have stats, facts, and figures, and we'll close up shop here from Jacksonville. Johnson in the gun, one backside guard to his left. 3-receiver set, 2 left, single far side to the right, tight end wing right. Takes the snap, hand off to the back. He'll be hit and cut down. No, maybe a gain of a half-yard on the play. Tigers defense gets in their mid. Give Jaron Wilson credit for the stop, the 2-time state champion from Rains High School here in Jacksonville, the true freshman. No gain on the play once again.
Ball to the 24-yard line, third down and 15.
Third and 15 from the 23-24-yard line. Shotgun formation, empty backfield for Johnson. Twin receivers to the near side right. Trips far side, twins near side to the left. Trips far side to the right. Takes the snap. Back to pass to Johnson. Looking right. Now will tuck and run. Comes over here to the near side left this time. And will tuck and run into the 30-yard line. 35 flag is thrown to the 40. 45 gets out of bounds at the 47-yard line. There is a flag at the 27-yard line.
Yeah, I think they're going to call that on the Allen receiver for holding out there. I thought Johnson for a second. I thought he was going to throw the ball, Josh. I really thought for a second, and then I just realized, no, he's not going to throw the ball.
2 flags at the 32 and 1 at the 20-yard line.
So 2 flags, 1 at the 32 and 1 at the 20-yard line. So what these flags are: an illegal formation against Allen. That's declined, and a holding penalty against the Yellow Jackets will be accepted. So 2 penalties against the Yellow Jackets.
2 penalties against Allen University, 1.
Looking at that far side there, Brian, that just about that entire Allen sideline. They brought a bunch of fans down from South Carolina, but those stands over there on the far side are just about empty, with the exception of that faithful few and the Allen marching band. So always a great sign here for a team when you see the opposing team's fans leave the stadium.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. That's a good feeling. Good look.
Third and long for the Yellow Jackets. Johnson takes the snap. Back to pass, throws over the middle. Pass is complete out to the 20-yard line. Goes to the far side to the 25-yard line. Ushered out of bounds on the reception is Cesarian Tucker, or Sean Tucker.
Short pass to Sejan Tucker for Allen.
Gets out to the 27-yard line. Knocked out of bounds. The clock will stop with 2:12 remaining here in the fourth quarter. Tigers on top 45-14. in EWC will be back in action next week as the Tigers will welcome the Golden Bears of Miles College. And the punting unit comes on here for the Yellow Jackets. Out comes Boogie Mahone into field for EWC will be another Jacksonville native and Dale George Jr., true freshman from Jacksonville and Westside High School. Westside's had one heck of a football season so far this year. Here's the snap, here's the punt. Back spinning punt, not the best. It'll take a Allen roll, and it'll go out of bounds in Tiger territory. Goes out of bounds at around the 33, 34-yard line. And a bit of a skirmish there at around the 49-yard line.
Ball goes out at the 34-yard line.
And that is where the Tigers will go 1st and 10. 1:33 left to go here, fourth quarter. Looks like the first AME Classic will go to the favor of the Tigers of EWC. They will take the Bishop's Trophy. It'll be a traveling trophy between the two teams. Again, both institutions are members of the African Methodist Episcopal Church, vying for the Bishop's Trophy. The first AME Classic will go to the favor of the home team here from Jacksonville. Ja'Shawn Francis in the game at quarterback for EWC. He'll line up, go under center. He'll take the snap. Turn and hand to the back, going over the left side now, runs into a white wall as Terrence Crittenton on the carry for the Yellow Jackets. It'll move the clock. No gain on that play, maybe a gain of a yard on the play out to the 35-yard line. Clock winds. 1:18, 1:17, 1:16 left to go here, fourth quarter. Tigers on top 45-14. Tigers will go to 1-5 on the season while Allen drops their fourth straight contest after winning their season opener against Clark Atlanta. They've dropped now their last four. I formation again for Francis. That's Crittenton dotting the I. 53, 52, 51 seconds left to go. He'll take the snap. Turn, hand, Crittenton going over the left side now. Will get across the 35 out to the 37-yard line. And that actually,
tick.
Did Allen call a timeout?
Oh, no, they didn't. No, they didn't. No, they didn't.
Whistles are blown.
Injury, maybe.
Are either an injury or did a running back come off, the helmet come off. So one Zion Pearson Thurman will have to come off. And it looks like after that it'll be a 10-second runoff. Or check that. Yep, that'll be a 10-second runoff. So a 10-second runoff brings the clock down to 27 seconds now, and the clock winds, and that looks to be the Tigers won't have. Yeah, they won't have to snap this football. They will not have to snap this football. 15 seconds, 14 seconds. Tigers well on their way to victory number 1 on the 2019 season. If you're a fan of the purple and orange of EWC, stand to your feet, do a dance, shout hallelujah. The Tigers are finally in the win column. Final score here from First Coast High School here in Jacksonville. Edward Waters 45, Allen University 14. We'll take a break, begin the Sam's Club postgame report after this. Here on the Buy College Sports Network and at 1010XL 92.5 FM.
The Cuvée Group is a Florida-based marketing and training consulting firm. We help businesses communicate to their target audience and engage them in conversation. We also help to expand their audiences, which will ultimately result in growth for those organizations. In addition to being a certified constant contact specialist, my colleagues and I are also certified in John Maxwell Leadership Principles. We use these proven principles to conduct workshops, training, and private coaching sessions for individuals and companies looking to take things to the next level. Contact us to schedule a free consultation. Issues today, don't delay, call Cuvée.
It's like a loop machine. All around town, people trying to get down.
Waiting for days to come like this, better than ever before. And now I know there's
Allen
more.
first. They're doing their alma mater first.
Wherever you've been, whatever you've
Turn
been
it down,
through,
Mike.
we have a warm welcome waiting for you at more than 325 hotels around the world. Book today at DoubleTree.com. DoubleTree by Hilton, where the little things mean everything.
Dominique, pan over here, and then we'll go from there to what's out on center field, or
Trophy
out in
piece.
midfield. All right? Yeah, but come over here where the players are when they do the alma mater.
2020, you can respond to the census online, by phone, or by mail. It's easy, safe, and important. Make sure you and everyone you know is counted. Now is the time for you to get involved. Your community needs you. Together, we can educate and excite, inspire and make sure every voice is heard. Together, we can shape our future.
EWC alma mater.
This one, 4 minutes plus the open.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please join us in the singing of the Edward Waters College alma mater?
Huh?
Josh,
Back here in Jacksonville, a victorious homecoming victory for EWC as the Tigers of Edward Waters get victory number 1 of the 2019 season, a rousing 45-14 victory over the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. Tigers go to 1-5 on the season, while the Yellow Jackets fall now to 1-4 on the 2019 campaign. Joshua Jackson, Brian Fulford here with you for the Sam's Club postgame report. Brian, just a tremendous job for the Tigers of EWC. 343 yards of total offense for this afternoon's contest there for EWC. Just a great job there for the Purple and Orange this afternoon.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, I think whenever your defense can limit your opponent to, they limited them to 268 yards total offense on 59 plays. The rushing, only 70 yards given up. Great job, 198 yards. And, of course, most of that, though, once they lost, or I guess once they decided to make the transition from Schumann to Johnson, that really sort of played into the advantage for Edward Waters' defense.
It's a great job today. Back-to-back 100-yard rushing efforts for Deshaun Hugie. 12 carries, 117 yards, averaged 9.8 yards per carry, and a touchdown this afternoon. His career continues to get a little bit better as each game goes along, and it's going to need to get that way as the competition gets that much tougher as we go along here in the season.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, he's the spotlight right now. I mean, he is the – he's the star of the game right now, and much credit to the offensive line for opening up the holes. But, I mean, we saw him make some outstanding runs, took a few guys out, put them on skates. A few guys are going to have some ice on their knees. I mean, this young man is exciting to watch, and I can't wait to see him going up here in these next few contests because there's some good defenses that PWC is going up against. So it'll be interesting to see how he does against them.
Another thing that'll be interesting to see what Edward Waters does with this quarterback situation, because you had Braden Miner come in to start the contest, did not have a great start to his day. You bring in Rashard Branch off the bench, had a serviceable day, 12 of 22 passing, 142 yards, 145 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And no interceptions. That's
the
key.
big thing, absolutely.
No interceptions. I don't know if I have the sacks here per se, but outside of the one, I don't recall too many sacks other than the one that we saw on the second play of the game. That's the only one I see here on the stats for Allen. And so for Mr. Branch, it's like, hey, if you get an opportunity now, you got to seize the moment, and who knows? He's a sophomore, Miner's a freshman. As I said, when you talk to Coach Ruffin and we have the coaches show later in the week, it'll be interesting to hear coaches' thoughts on the change, but definitely it proved to be a positive one. For the Tigers.
You can watch our coaches shows on our Facebook page at facebook.com/EWC Athletics, as well as on our YouTube channel at Edward Waters College Athletics on YouTube. You can definitely check out the Greg Ruffin Show. Well, it was a happy homecoming for EWC. Victory number 1 on the 2019 season. You take home a trophy. Feel good about it for now. Go home, get some rest, because it's going to be a tough road to hoe for this Purple and Orange football team. As, again, you look at the SIAC defending champions of the Golden Bears of Miles College, Kentucky State right behind them, Tuskegee at home on November the 1st, and then you go to Savannah State. Savannah State comes here in the season with Prairie View A&M. So feel good about it for now, but let's not celebrate and do backflips. We still got to go to work.
Hey, look, we got, as some coaches would say, we have about 12 hours of celebrating.
Absolutely.
The sun comes up in about maybe 12, 13 hours.
Absolutely.
So we need to, get it in now while you can, do it responsibly. And then, hey, we as they say, we go on the miles at when the sun rises tomorrow.
Absolutely. That'll do it for the Sam's Club postgame report, and that will also do it for Edward Waters College Football, our broadcast this afternoon. My thanks to RJ back at the station on 9090 Hogan Road over there at 1010XL. Chad Scott, 2Ds here in the booth here with us, alongside my broadcast partner, Brian Fulford. My name is Joshua Jackson. We hope you enjoyed the broadcast. We definitely know you enjoyed the outcome. Our final score here from Jacksonville, Tigers get their first victory of the 2019 season, 45-14 over the Yellow Jackets of Allen University. Again, Edward Waters is back in action next Saturday as they welcome the Golden Bears of Miles College. Kickoff will be at 6 o'clock p.m. You can catch that contest on the Black College Sports Network and 1010XL 92.5 FM. Have a great Saturday, a great rest of your weekend. God bless. Go Tigers. Remember to make your next move your best move. We'll talk to you again next week right here on the Black College Sports Network and 1010XL 92.5 FM. So long, everybody.
It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine. All around town, people trying to get down. It's like a loot machine.